A lot of people got the Messiah, the Master coming back as this guy who's going to love everybody and rapture everybody off to heaven. That's not true. That's not the teaching of the Bible. The Bible says, that he does judge and make work.
All praises to the Father and His Son, the creator of the universe. Yeah, the giver of the laws and commandments, crucified for the sins of the whole earth. But y'all don't pay him no mind, y'all don't pay him no homage. I ain't tripping on him, y'all don't love him. Y'all too busy worshiping other guys, Christmas, Easter, Valentine. Yeah, y'all love sin. And these pastors ain't no help, they done closed up the doors to the kingdom. Matthew 23 and 13, tell me y'all some hypocrites, y'all ain't even getting in the kingdom. And that's real. I've been walking with the word, trying to get to know the word. Another word, I've been reading script. I have come to find out it's a different story when you understand the manuscript. It is false doctrines, all lies. Is it? Like going to heaven when we die. What else? Like eating catfish and pork rinds. That's abomination in the Lord's eyes. You gotta unlearn and relearn everything that you did learn about the Most High God of these scriptures, and you better do it before He return. Cause He ain't coming back to shake hands. Nah, kissing and hugging. No, He coming back to set the record straight. Come on, He coming back to pass judgment. Yeah, cause He ain't coming back to shake hands. He ain't kissing and hugging. No, He coming back to clear the controversy. He coming back to pass judgment. 7 trumpets, 7 vows. Right after Jacob see his trouble, it's coming. He said the whole world gon' bow. Whether you hate him or you love him, it's coming. Got a war, you ain't keeping His commandments, you gon' perish when He come back with His army and the sword. All judgment has been handed down to Him from the Father, and the title has been given Lord of all lords. You've been worshiping in vain though, cause you don't really know Him like you claim so. At the day of judgment, He gon' tell you He don't know you either. And to the lake of fires, where you gon' go? All you heathens and you Edomites. Yeah, Babylon gon' die that night. Talking takeover, full overthrow. The man of sin, he gon' burn slow. What you know about blood up to the horse's bridle? He gon' call all the fowls of the air to come feast on the dead bodies, laying every word. You can read it, you been sinning, you ain't gon' be spared. I've been reading, you should get prepared. Yeah, I've been reading, baby, you should be scared. If you thinking the Messiah is a white boy with blue eyes and blonde hair, that's deception at its highest. He gon' judge you with the highest when you kick against the laws and the commandments. That's the covenant, I'm standing on it. 10 toes down, and no use in playing on it. You gotta unlearn and relearn everything that you did learn about the Most High God of these scriptures, and you better do it before He return. Cause He ain't coming back to shake hands. Nah, kissing and hugging. No, He coming back to set the record straight.
Yahweh Elohim, the God of our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I praise Him for His son Yeshua, the Savior of the house of Israel. 10,000 and over. I know He has never lost to anyone or anything. Yeshua's undefeated.
They beat Him on the road to Gethsemane. He was our Savior, but they treated Him like an enemy. Manslaughter for His garments couldn't break His extremities. As it was written in the Psalms and the prophecies. Yeah, they dragged Him through the city, gave Him a thorn for crown. Mocked Him and laughed at Him, tried breaking Him down. But He pushed Him in pain. He didn't make a mumbling sound. Some whipped Him so bad his blood saturated the ground. Then He was nailed to a tree. They stretched out both of His hands. His side was open. That's where the soldier weapon was rammed. At any time He could have called down a legion to kill him. Just to hop about the chariots and murder them niggas. Darkness filled the skies, then the earth shook in its pain. The temple veil was torn, it was ripped into twain. Roman soldiers were trembling, gripping their weapons in shame. Still nobody understood the power contained in His name. He said it was finished, took His last breath, gave up the ghost and proceeded to go down in death. Even the tomb knew Yahweh wasn't done yet. He knew His purpose and He played it like a clarinet. U-N-D-E-F-E-A-T-E-D, Yeshua undefeated. U-N-D-E-F-E-A-T-E-D, Yeshua undefeated. They laid Him in Joseph Barra tomb and sealed up the grave. The laws patrolled 24/7, sure that He stayed. The guilty scattered like roaches when they running from raid. Afraid of the words He spoke and the promises made. 3 days the world was in silence, our people overwhelmed with doubt. Hell threw a party thinking they can count Him out. Demon the loudest line and drew the crowd. Way deep in the depth, he shattered the chains, took the keys from Satan, and he broke the restraints. Death had to yield, and all of his power was drained. Now every knee got to bow at the sound of his name.
U-N-D-E-F-E-A-T-E-D, Yeshua undefeated. U-N-D-E-F-E-A-T-E-D, Yeshua undefeated. U-N-D-E-F-E-A-T-E-D, Yeshua undefeated. U-N-D-E-F-E-A-T-E-D, Yeshua undefeated.
Shalom, 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 family. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to the Most High God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and to his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly called Jesus. We are talking about Yeshua. All praises, honor, and glory to the Most High and his Son. Man, we grateful to see another day. We got a great lesson for you today. I think I'll be by myself today. I think my other two brothers, they're busy. All praise to the Most High, but you know, Mikael, he gonna get the work done. I want to say shalom to everybody in the chat. I see your sister. I say, okay, Mother Mary, Sister Jim, Cleophas Brown, Eliyahu in the building. Shalom, Hebrew. Hey, shalom, shalom, everybody. All praises, folks. Hey, look. Exposing Babylon through the eyes of the Lord. Y'all, we got a powerful, powerful lesson. Listen, but first, before I go to the lesson, I got to show you why the Most High is going to judge this place, because it's what the enemy is doing to his people, to the black man, woman, and child here in America, and to the other scattered tribes that are scattered through the four corners of the earth, his people. I'm gonna show you y'all something. This gonna be very disturbing. But before I do, let me share this scripture, okay? Let me get it on the screen for y'all. We're gonna read Isaiah 47. Isaiah the 47. We're gonna read 1 through 6. All right, family, let me get it on the screen for you. Isaiah 47. Now, y'all, before I go there, we're gonna come to this Isaiah 47, but let me hold on, y'all. Let me get this my Bible out too, because I got my Bible out too. I gotta have my Bible as well. Put it on, because I like read it out of my Bible better than on this screen. Just hold on. But before I go to this Isaiah 47, let me get y'all this Deuteronomy 28:50 first. Let me get y'all this Deuteronomy 28:50, and it's gonna line up where we need to go with this, all right? Through the scriptures. Because we got to understand this, family. The Most High is showing all of this. He's just showing the wickedness and exposing America nakedness. It's like, this is why, we got these smartphones. Everything is, all right, warriors, I see everything is being exposed, brothers and sisters. Everything is being exposed. So let me go to this Deuteronomy 28:50. It said, a nation, y'all see that? A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. Now, I went there for a reason. Now, keep that in mind, what we just read. A nation, and it don't show favor toward the young or the old, brothers and sisters. I can't make this up. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldees, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones, grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. The Most High said, I'm going to take vengeance, and I ain't going to meet you as no flesh and blood man. Keep in mind what we just read over there in Deuteronomy 28 and 50. It said a nation of fierce countenance. It's talking about what we are scattered at right now in Babylon. Listen to this. And as for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldees, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. I was wroth with my people. So the Most High said, I was rough with y'all, with my own people. He said, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. He said, you see that? Upon the ancient hast thou laid very heavily laid thy yoke. Brothers and sisters, that goes right back in that Deuteronomy 28:50. He said, a nation of fierce count. These people do not regard our own people that are elderly. You don't believe me, do you? Let me get this off the screen. I'm going to show y'all something. Let me get this off the screen. Let me show y'all this. Don't go nowhere. I'm telling y'all that you see them scriptures we just read. All right? Now watch this. Hold on, fam. Let me get it over. I got to get it together, warriors. All right, there we go. Is it on the screen, family? Is it on the screen for y'all? Okay, let me see. Okay, yeah, we locked and loaded. Now, brothers and sisters, remember what we just read. A nation of fierce countenance that should not regard the old or the young. Isaiah 47:6 says, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. We are in the hand of those people of a fierce countenance, a nation that don't regard the old or the young, brothers and sisters. And upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. This is why it's so much going on. I got you, boys. I'm going to send you the link. Just give me a second. It's so much going on right now, brothers and sisters. But these are just one of the factors that the Most High is going to judge this place and burn it down to the ground. I'm going to show y'all something. This is going to disturb a lot of you.
Hey, I'm Jeremy Harris with Como News. You've likely seen that video going around showing the shooting on the Seattle waterfront. Well, I want to walk you through where we got those videos, break down what they show, tell you about the criminal charges the shooter is facing and what's going to happen in his criminal case moving forward. First, I want to warn you, this video is graphic. It shows somebody who gets shot, but the victim in this case survived and has since been released from the hospital. So with that, let's give you a little bit of background about what happened.
Oh, hold on, family. Hold on. I forgot to do something. Fair use. This is for educational purposes under the Fair Use Act, Title 17 USC. All right, it's just fair use, Copyright Act, fair use now, fair use. This is for educational purpose only. I ain't making no money off this YouTube. All right, okay, let me get this off of here. Let's get back to the video. Remember those scriptures, family.
And that day, it was July 31st. It was an afternoon, 4:30 in the afternoon on the busy Seattle waterfront when two men got into a conflict. Now, according to a police report, one man, the victim, was in a wheelchair and he had patches on his wheelchair that identified him as a veteran. Another man, who police identify as Gregory Tim, comes up to the man in the wheelchair and accuses him of stolen valor, which is essentially pretending to be a member of the military.
So what's going on here, family? We had one of our own elderly men that served in the military. This Caucasian male came up to him and snatched his stuff to showing that he was a veteran or whatever. Just took it from him and asked for his papers. But hey, I'm gonna let this man tell you the story. But see, remember those scriptures, family.
A veteran when you aren't actually one. Now, that's what starts the conflict, but whatever was happening between those two obviously attracted attention from bystanders, because at least one person pulled out his cell phone and started recording. Now, let's go into that first video, which shows these two men sort of squaring off. Now, the shooter in this case is in the red shirt and the hat, and you can see the man in the wheelchair appears to be reaching for something, and then the man in the hat and the red shirt reaches into his backpack, pulls out a gun, and fires one shot, probably within 15 feet of the man in the wheelchair. You can see bystanders, as soon as that shot is fired, they get up and start running out of the area, as anybody would after having just witnessed a shooting and not really knowing what was going on. The man in the red, who again is identified as Tim, then starts yelling at the guy in the wheelchair, says, "Pull a gun on me," or he says, "Show me your ID, pull a gun on me." So I interpret that to be that he's saying that he asked the man for an ID, which is what police say said happened. And then he says that the man pulled a gun on him. So let's let this video play out just a little bit here.
Pull a gun on me.
Some people seem to be stunned. Other people are trying to run out of the area. And there's at least a couple people that I can see that have cell phones out that are recording. This second recording, the witness video 2, really gets a clean shot of the shooter here and sort of the aftermath. Then the guy raises his hands and he says, "I'm sorry, he pulled a gun on me. He pulled a gun on me." He like apologizes to all these bystanders here on the waterfront.
All right, everybody.
Now, this is a really important moment in witness video number 2, because it zooms in very quickly on the man who's in the wheelchair. This is the victim who has just been shot, and he's holding in his hand what appears to me to be a gun that's in a holster. Now, police say that this was an airsoft gun that the victim in this case had pulled out, and in his other hand, I can see what looks like an ID. The court documents say that the victim here told police that he did have a military ID, and that's what he was pulling out. But then he also said that, according to police report, he did have an airsoft gun, which does seem to be established here by the video. So as you can imagine, a shooting on a very busy Seattle waterfront, that attracted a lot of attention. We sent news crews down there. There was a massive police response to this, and they were able to quickly apprehend the shooter here, who's identified as Gregory Tim. So now I'm going to walk you through the court documents that were filed in this case and give you a little bit about the background here. Now, so the prosecutors, the first thing they do when they file these criminal charges is they lay out a request for bail. And in this case, they asked for bail of $750,000. There's a few things from their bail requests that stick out to me. They say that Tim was the one who provoked this whole conflict at first. I'm just going to read a little bit here. It says, in this case, the defendant, Tim, approached the victim who was in a wheelchair on the boardwalk of the waterfront near Starbucks, as he demanded the victim provide identification to prove his military status. As the victim was taking out his wallet, the defendant removed a military patch from the victim's belongings. So again, Tim, the accused shooter here, according to prosecutors, removed a patch from the victim's wheelchair.
You see, brothers and sisters, hey, Warriors, I put the link in the chat. Just click that link, Warriors. Click that link, Hebrew. So, you see, brothers and sisters, the brother was playing a banjo. That's what he was doing. That's what I got off the other video. He was playing some kind of instrument, and the white guy, Tim, come up and snatched the badge, his stuff off of him, then demand his papers. So our elderly veteran went in there to try to go get his credentials, and he shot the man. But see, brothers and sisters, I'm going somewhere with this. This is what Donald Trump has emboldened on these heathens. This goes back when we fought when our ancestors went to World War I and came back. They was hanging our brothers in a military uniform. See, this is why the Most High is going to judge this place, and he's going to judge these people. It's just getting out of hand. It just done went too far. It just done went too far. I'm just showing y'all, because this lines up with my lesson. We're going to be dealing with this Isaiah 47. We're going to be all over the Bible today, backing this up, but everything that I'm going to bring out is going to coincide with Isaiah chapter 47. Because when we come back and read Isaiah 47 at the tail end of this lesson, everything's going to make sense to you. I got my brother up here. All right, brother Warriors.
How's the sound? Is it loud?
Yes, sir. I mean,
loud.
It's good. No, you good.
Oh, okay. All right. Good. Everything all right. I don't think they hit him with that armed robbery charge either.
Oh, so you heard about this story too?
I saw it on another channel.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, go ahead. But I'm gonna try to be quiet. I'm just here to assist.
All right. So, okay, brothers and sisters, we're gonna go to video number 2. Now, this is what's going on in the Supreme Court. But Donald Trump and the Supreme Court said we're gonna leave it up to the states whether they want to get rid of biracial marriages. Y'all, you cannot make this stuff up. So let me go to video number 2. Okay, let me get this off of here. All right, let me share my tab. Can y'all see that? Is it sharing? Before I hit the play button. So now we know what the scriptures, the Most High told us. We know what the Most High told us, but I know we live. Yes, Sister Arlene. What? Yeah. Listen, Sister Arlene, I can't make this stuff up. But the Most High told us to marry our own people within our own tribes. Okay? But see, as we see Babylon is getting ready to be destroyed and winding down, don't you see how the Most High is he's gonna make us come back together and draw us back in together as a people? See, that's why the scriptures say every nation is gonna go back to their own people. That's in your scriptures, brothers and sisters. All right, I'm gonna hit the play button, then I'm gonna get the script.
When you want that diversity to shine within our federal system, there are going to be rules and proceedings. They're going to be out of sync with maybe what other states would do. It's a beauty of the system, and that's where the differences among points of view in our 50 states ought to express themselves. And I'm not saying that rule would apply in general, depending on the topic, but it should mostly be in general, because it's hard to have it on issues that you just are interested in when you deny it for others with a different point of view.
So you would be okay with the Supreme Court leaving the question of interracial marriage to the states?
Yes, I think that that's something that if you're not wanting the Supreme Court to weigh in on issues like that, you're not going to be able to have your cake and eat it too. I think that's hypocritical.
Good evening, everybody. I'm coming on here because I want to say this. He's coming against interracial marriage. And as some of you know who have followed me for a while, my husband is white. And he doesn't want it to go to the Supreme Court because he does not want it to be a federal ban, because he knows he won't get that, right? Loving versus Virginia is entrenched in the Constitution, right? It's there. He would have to come against it. And so what he wants to do is he wants to leave it to the states. He wants the states to decide if you can be married to a different race, right? And y'all, this is the height of racism. This is the epitome of racism. They are saying that they don't want anybody to be married to white people but white people. Right? And I want you guys to understand what happened if you married somebody in the 50s and you were black and they were white. Some of y'all need to go ahead and watch Loving versus Virginia, the movie. That woman was arrested so many times and just treated abominably, right? And I want y'all to know that this man loved his wife so much that when they went to the Supreme Court to have the right to be a family, because that's all he wanted to do was be a family. And he said, just tell them that I love my wife. But your current government, your current president wants to come against that. So everybody that is married to Hispanics, Latinos, and especially the ones that are black presenting, Asians who have the darker skin, Caribbean people, Africans. So we're all in this now, right? We're all in this together. He doesn't want you to be able to be married to anybody white. Yep.
The Most High God. Listen. I got mixed people in my family. I mean, marriages in my family. This is where I stand when it comes to the word of the Most High God. Okay, I'm not trying to offend nobody. Don't nobody get in their feeling. I'm just breaking out prophecy and scripture. That's all I'm doing. Please don't leave your wives. Don't leave your husbands. I'm just breaking out scripture. Now let's go to Deuteronomy. Then we're gonna come right back. Deuteronomy chapter 7. And it says, warnings, right? It says, when the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land where thou goes to possess it, we going back into the Most High is going to deliver us and take us back to the land, brothers and sisters. And had cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites, the Girgashites, the Amorites, the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them, when the Lord thy God shall deliver them from thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them, and thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. The daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. I'm sorry, for they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy you suddenly. So that was just one instance when we went into our land. We was not supposed to be making marriages with the other nations. Okay, that's biblical. That's law. Okay, we just read that. Okay, let me take you to the prophecy part. Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13. I'm going to show you this is prophetic. And we're going to read Isaiah 13 and let me see. Is it 13 and 13? 14, verse 14. Here it is, verse 14. And it says, now this is the destruction. We're going to break down this Isaiah 13 along in this lesson, but I'm showing you these videos to show you how prophetic the time is, brothers and sisters. All right. I mean, when I put this lesson together, these videos fell in my lap over the weekend. I had the lesson already done. The video just fell in my lap. I'm just showing you what I see in the scriptures and what's going on right now, and I'm just bringing it to your forefront. That's all I'm doing. Whether you hear this or forbear, it don't matter to me. I'm just showing you in the scriptures. All right, and it shall come. Now listen, we dealing with Babylon, right? What they say? Prophecies about Babylon. Oh, okay. Okay, Mikael. Follow me now, family. Now, listen what it say. And it shall be as a chase roll, and as the sheep that no man take it up. They shall every man turn to his own people and flee into his own land. Just like you said over there in Deuteronomy 7. We ain't gonna be able to marry the other nations. So in the last days, the nations that here in Babylon gonna flee to their own people because of the destruction that's at hand. And the Most High is already setting it up for the separation. Now I'm gonna get back to the video. You got anything on that, Warriors?
No, it just, I don't. I know, I'm only speaking for myself. I don't like being around them like that. That's all. And I ain't married to them, so I try to stay out of other folks' business. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got mixed in my family, so. But yeah,
right.
I don't like being around them like that. And I did tell my nephew they can see you, but you don't know who out there want to kill you. I did tell him, but anyway, that's all I got.
All right. All praise to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. So, brothers and sisters, as you see, brothers and sisters, the scriptures, every nation gonna flee to his what? His own people. So let's play the video. Then we're gonna get right down to the lesson.
And he wants to give it to the states so that if it went to the Supreme Court, Thomas is married to a white woman. Amy Coney Barrett has black children. So they know that they're not going to get what they need from them. So they know that they will probably defect and go to the other side, and vote with them. And they will lose. And they will lose big. So if they give it to the states, now they don't want to federalize anything now because he's federalized the troops, but he doesn't want to federalize this. He does not want to come against the federal law. He wants to come against the state law. He wants the states to decide. So I'm going to tell you, Texas, you just need to know right now. Okay? Missouri, you just need to know right now. Indiana, you just need to know right now. This is shameful for the black people who voted for him. You disgust me. You're the 16% that did it. The 16% of black men, you disgust me. And the 8% of black women, you disgust me because you were bamboozled. You were hoodwinked. And then the rest of you, the fact that you are a one-issue voter got us here. Now is America great again? Good evening, everybody.
Okay, before I get into this, I'm speaking from the perspective as a white man.
Now, you seen our sister. She's very upset, okay? She's very upset. We're going to leave that right there. Now, this is what I want you to pay attention to right here. He's married to a black woman, and I want you to pay attention when he say about his own people. And he said when the hit come down, when it's declared law in these states, I want you to show. He gonna tell you how his people going to roll. Now, back to the scriptures. What did it say in Isaiah 13? Every man's gonna flee to his own people. You got anything before I play Warriors?
No, sir, you doing excellent.
I cannot make this stuff up, brother. Let's play.
Hey,
Now,
the most struggling birth rates. That's what it is. Y'all better watch these folks out here. They desperate. When people
Yes,
get
sir.
desperate, you better watch them. Don't be scared. Just keep your eyes open. A little less eyesight on the phone and watch your surroundings.
That's right. And especially my elderly that's that's on this platform. And whoever elderly that can come up on this rebroadcast or wherever you may hear it, please be careful. Because these people don't regard the young or the old. We just read that in Deuteronomy 28 and 50. A nation of fierce countenance. They don't care about the young, Tamir Rice. They don't care about the old veteran that just got shot in the chest. Now they coming after the marriages. But this is all of the will of the Most High. Because the scripture saying Zechariah, or is it Zephaniah, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. What nation of people on this earth is not desired by everybody else?
Us, ours.
Oh, okay. And we're gonna read that after this good white man right here tell us how his people is.
In an interracial marriage. And this is for other white people, so y'all aren't fucking surprised when this happens. When, not if, when they come for interracial marriage, I'm telling you, there's going to be a whole lot of fucking white people that walk away from their partners and from their kids. There's going to be some of you white people right now that are like, oh my God, no way, that would never happen. You're just fear mongering, or you're just this and that. No, listen, I've made a video about interracial marriage before, and the amount of comments that I've gotten from people about their white partners who are completely not in touch with politics or not political are a lot. You will see white partners in these marriages choose white supremacy over their own partners and children. I promise you.
I can't make this up. What that white man say? What'd he say, Warriors? Oh, Warriors gone. Y'all heard what he said, family? Y'all heard what he said. I didn't make this up. And excuse the cussing, family. I forgot to warn y'all. You know, I done heard F-bombs before, but just forgive me, Mother Mary. I'm sorry, but this is a very important. I'm trying to, wake our people up, but I'm sorry about the cuss words. But he said the F-bombs. I'm sorry, I forgot all about that. I hope I didn't offend nobody. But listen, y'all. He just said that the white people, Warriors, did you hear what he just said? Hold on, I ain't bring my brother in.
Okay.
Warriors,
did
you heard what he just said?
I heard somewhat. I had to refresh the page. Yeah, I believe it. Just look at how they all get on one accord when no matter what the black person did, they find a way to justify the death. I believe it.
But no, did you hear what he said when the boo-boo hit the fan? He said it's the white people that are in the interracial marriage is gonna side with their own race and leave their partner and their children.
I heard that. Yeah.
That's the point I want to hone in on, people.
Yeah.
See, this is a white man saying this.
He know his folks.
He know his folks better than we know our folks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they behavior reflects that. You don't see them. They'll come over here like in your chat, Mike, telling you racist, but you ain't gonna see them folks nowhere in these white supremacist groups telling them they racist. You ain't gonna see that.
Right.
So yeah, I believe it.
So, brothers and sisters, we see that this is very. Oh, y'all, we got an explosive live for you today. Mikael ain't did one of these in a long time, and everything I'm gonna bring to you full circle. I'm telling you, I can't wait till we get there, but I got to take my time Okay. Warriors, are you driving?
No, I'm parked. Too. I done put
Oh,
mine in for the day. I got up
okay.
at 5 a.m.
I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to read for me.
Okay,
You don't
no
mind?
problem. Okay.
Okay. All right.
You and me share the
So
Bible because I
yeah,
need to
when
share.
I get when I get through sharing these videos,
Uh-huh.
and when we get to, you can start sharing once we get into the scripture or whatever you
That
want to
way,
share.
yeah, I can see it a little bit bigger, a little better. All
Yeah,
right.
that's right. I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
All right.
Just let me know when you're ready to share, and I'll knock mine down.
Oh, just when you get done with the video.
Okay. So, brothers and sisters, we see what he said, right? I'm gonna continue to let this play. Forgive me, family, for the cussing. I do apologize.
Because, mind you, these white people have partners and children that look like the people that are being snatched by ICE. They're watching Trump on down talk about their partners being DEI hires at work. Doesn't move them. They don't give a fuck. These same partners, white partners, tokenize their spouse at every turn. So I can't be racist. I have a black, indigenous spouse of color. Y'all see it on here all the time. But when the pressure hits in its building, white people fucking fold to white supremacy all the goddamn time. That's what's happening right now on a
Now, brothers and sisters, J.D. Vance, the vice president of the United States, is married to a woman of color. He is married to a black woman, I think. Is he married to a black woman?
East Indian.
East Indian. He's married
And
to
his
an East
children
Indian.
got East, and his children got East Indian name. Some of them, at least two of them.
Oh, man. Oh, it's all coming together, ain't it, Hebrew?
The most high. Hey,
Yeah.
this stuff gonna backfire. I see it backfire.
Oh, no. It's not gonna backfire, Hebrew, because it's prophesied to it.
I'm talking about what they think. They think they're gonna slaughter us. I see them slaughtering each other. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, there you go. Because then the next video right here on the same video we playing, when they get off him, you gonna hear some white women voice their concern, and this white woman said she ain't leaving her chocolate thunder. You hear me? now, family. Okay. If you have biracial couples in your family, put a 7 in the chat, and then I'm gonna go with the question. I'm gonna come with the question. But until y'all put a 7 in the chat, who do? Then I come with the question. So like warriors, I have mixed nephews, right?
I do too.
My sister was married to a white guy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a problem with it because it wasn't none of my business. But I love my nephews. I love my sister. You get what? Black people, we don't care if you come out purple, green, high yellow, lime green. You are people. We gonna love on you.
Right.
We don't care if you come out albino. We gonna love on you real hard because that's what we do.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But see, you see the Most High drawing a hard line in the sand in Babylon. These people gonna have to choose, and with some of them choosing, lives might be lost. Families gonna be torn. Children gonna be these mixed children. There's no such thing as mixed. I ain't gonna get in all of that right now. But y'all, it's finna be a mess. I'm telling y'all, it's getting worse and worse here in Babylon every doggone day. We have white supremacists, KKK, in the White House running this government. You thought it was funny when they did when they was throwing in our face by segregation. You remember that segregation talk?
Yeah.
It's on the tape. Why you think Mississippi passed got them new Jim Crow laws now? You remember that, Warriors?
Yeah. They call it creating a different whole nother city inside of Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah, I Madison out there, his own jurisdiction with his own white judges, with his own white everything.
They done that before Trump got in office.
That's what I know, but they knew what was coming. They knew Trump
was
going to be president.
Yeah.
All of this is for a reason, brother. So I can't wait till I'm gonna show y'all this reason. But let me hit this play button on here. Okay, hold on. I got some sevens. So we got some Israelite brothers and sisters in here. Sister Arlene, Sister Cindy, Sister Jim, Sister Kahaya. You know, we got just like me and you, we got a mixed family, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, brothers and sisters, the question I ask for you is, how are you going to handle this unlawful decree when it come down to letting the states choose whether to enforce to enforce, either they're going to enforce no race, no mixed marriages, or they're going to leave it to the states to decide. So the southern states, Indiana's already finna pass no race, no mixed race marriages. So I want to know how are y'all going to handle this divide in your family if it hits you? I mean, it's just a question. You can just answer in the chat. I'm gonna hit play on the video.
National scale, and we're seeing it. We got concentration camps in America. We got the National Guard in LA and DC. We got ICE snatching up kids, families, deporting them. Doesn't matter if they're fucking citizens or not. And white people aren't moved to do shit. And so you think when they come down and they try to attack interracial marriage, it's going to move white people? Absolutely the fuck not. JD Vance, I wouldn't be surprised if he set the standard and said, I'm leaving my wife for X, Y, and Z reason. He'll make some bullshit up. And other white Americans will be like, oh, yeah, he did it. All right. Yep. Then it's safe for me to walk away. When you as a white person can be in an interracial marriage and you see the way the entire country is treating people that look just like your children or your partner, and you just say, I'm not political, or we don't talk about that in my house, you're fucking going to, when the government comes for your shit, well, you're probably not, because you're going to be too scared to say anything or do anything, because you're just going to be scared of violence from other white people for being in an interracial marriage. White people as a whole value white supremacy more than anything in their fucking life. 3 out of 5 white men voted for Trump. 1 out of 2 white women voted for Trump. And everything that's happening right now is what they want. And other white people that don't have a fucking spine, or other white people that don't view their partners as human beings, that don't see their children, their biracial children, as human beings, they'll walk the fuck away. I'm calling it right now.
I don't know how true this is, but I see that the state of Indiana is trying to get rid of interracial marriage. And I just want to say that if that's true, guys, some of us are in trouble. Like, we have so much more important things going on in the world, from grocery prices to gas prices to education, and what we're focused on in America is interracial marriage. Interracial marriage, that's what we're working on right
now. Oh, Oh, you paused it.
Go ahead, Hebrew. Yeah, go ahead.
I wonder why all these black folks worrying about that. That's what I don't like.
Well, because they're the ones that are speaking, Brother Warriors. The ones that are speaking are in interracial marriages.
Oh, okay. But doggone, okay. It probably some white people. I'm like, no, they ain't. You might have a couple, but okay. It's like we got to have the whites only pie. We got to get out of that mindset. I'm not saying, we just got to get our mind right. If they spouse ain't worried about they people making them separate, then why? I don't like that they feel like they got to get on the video because they worried about it. That's all I'm saying. They unequally yoked. But I'll be quiet.
Oh, you good, man. You speak when you need, because I'm gonna be here for a minute. I got a lot of information to get through. I gotta feed the people, Hebrew. I gotta feed the people today. All praise to the Most High. Now, I'm gonna fast forward this video to get to what the white ladies are talking, because this other guy, he's in an interracial marriage, and I want to get to this particular sister here, her. Not her, but the one coming
of interracial marriage. Hopefully it doesn't, but will the Supreme Court overturn gay and interracial marriage? Let's talk about it. Substantive due process is a legal doctrine that says, even though the due process clause doesn't explicitly state certain fundamental rights, it nonetheless protects those. And some of those rights include like the right to interracial marriage and same-sex marriage and privacy and the use of contraceptives. This doctrine, which I think is good, was developed over time by the Supreme Court through a series of landmark cases. These landmark cases include Griswold v. Connecticut, which enshrined the right to privacy generally and the right to contraceptives in particular. Loving v. Virginia, the right to marry a person of a different race. Roe v. Wade, the right to a pre-viability abortion, which was ultimately overturned. Another example is Obergefell v. Hodges, which enshrines the right to marry someone of the same sex, i.e. the gay marriage case. Essentially, substantive due process enshrines these rights, among others, and prevents the state and federal government from infringing on these rights without very particular procedures. It's an important doctrine. What pisses the freaks off is that these rights, which seem very normal to me, are not explicitly stated in the Constitution. Because this doctrine is ever evolving in con law, it's subject to a lot of confusion and criticism from the freaks. And by freaks, I mean largely the right. So one of the main critiques is that this is an example of judicial overreach, which means that when judges enshrine certain rights, like the right to gay marriage, that they're imposing their own policy beliefs on the Constitution. Another resounding critique is that this sort of interpretation of the Constitution is not textually based, right? Again, gay marriage is not actually enshrined in the Constitution, so we shouldn't abide by it. That's what they're saying. As context, there's this huge debate among legal scholars and lawyers and judges about how we interpret the Constitution. Some people are originalists or textualists, which tell you look directly at the text of the Constitution and how it was interpreted at the time that it was written, and that's how you should decide cases. The other normal people believe in a living Constitution, which is the idea that the Constitution should be interpreted as the society evolves, right? As the society evolves, you apply social norms and social ideas. That's how we got to the idea of gay marriage should be protected, interracial marriage should be protected, abortion should be protected. So the originalists, the freaks, think that the Constitution should not be interpreted as protecting all of these very normal social normie rights, and instead that these decisions should be left up to the states, which is what happened to the right to abortion, right? Now it's a state-by-state decision. You can be in one state, Texas, and not be able to get an abortion, but then you can go over to Massachusetts and get one. I would like to note for you originalist freaks that per the Constitution, I'm just 3/5 the person. First, what does this frickin' mean? Well, as you know, the right to an abortion was overturned by the case Dobbs that the Supreme Court heard. The right to an abortion was one of these substantive due process rights. And in his concurrence, Justice Thomas, said that we'd have to go back and look at the other substantive due process cases, like Griswold, like Obergefell, signaling that he wanted to overturn these other privacy rights that we have all gotten so used to. That freak wrote, in future cases, we should reconsider all of this court's substantive due process precedents, including Griswold, Lawrence, and Obergefell, because any substantive due process decision is demonstrably erroneous. We have a duty to correct the error established in those precedents. But the conservative justices on the Supreme Court, right, the most important court in all the land, want to do is dismantle these rights that we have, that we cherish one by one. And they're going after gay marriage next.
Seriously, of this, the first video I staged, his video.
All praises to the Most High. We got through that. So you see, brothers and sisters, people are getting upset, but the scriptures are coming forth. These scriptures are coming forth. Now, brothers and sisters, we're going to get into the lesson. Those videos have to do with the lesson. It's exposing Babylon through the eyes of the Lord, meaning exposing Babylon through the scriptures. The Most High is, if you in your word, you studying these scriptures and you studying the prophetic scriptures dealing with this place and the word, how the Most High gonna judge this world, you can see what's going on. So, brothers and sisters, let me delete some tabs right quick. Y'all remember, brothers and sisters, we're gonna go to the prophetic timeline here, Hebrew. Y'all remember, brothers and sisters, we had those blood moons, right, Hebrew?
Yes, sir.
It was bad. Now I'm gonna read this right here. Listen to this. A blood moon tetrad mean 4. Tetrad is mean 4, right? A blood moon tetrad is a series of 4 consecutive total lunar eclipses where the moon appears reddish during the eclipse. These tetrads are a rare astronomical event, and some religious groups associate them with significant historical or prophetic events. The term blood moon itself refers to the reddish color of the moon that can take during a total lunar eclipse due to sunlight being scattered by Earth's atmosphere. So you know what a tetrad is now. Now, brothers and sisters, y'all remember in the year 2014 and 2015, we had blood moons fall on Passover, on 4/15/14, on Passover. Coincidence or prophetic?
No. Prophetic.
Sukkot, that's tabernacles. 10/8/14, coincidence or prophetic? Passover, 4/4/15 of 4/4/2015. Passover. It fell on Passover again the next following year. Brothers and sisters, prophetic or coincidence? Then on Sukkot, which is tabernacles, on 9/28/15, it happened again. Coincidence or prophetic? Okay, brothers and sisters, next slide. The next 4 blood moons, brothers and sisters, is what? On Passover, 4/25/2032. 30 days after Tabernacles, 10/18/2032. Then we're going to have a total solar eclipse, just like we had here in America. Then on Passover, 4/14/2033 of the next following year. And then on Tabernacles, 10/8/2033. Coincidence or is this prophetic?
Salakia, Hebrew. Shalom.
Shalom, Hebrew.
And you know they say that Christ, the Hamashiach, gave us the ghost in AD 33. Just keep that in mind.
Hold on, Hebrew. Explain that, because watch this. That's where I was going.
Okay, my bad. Salakia.
Coincidence?
There it is.
Or prophetic? Now, this 4 blood moons and a total solar eclipse happened during the time, or this tetrad happened during the time of Hamashiach when he was going to the cross, brothers and sisters. It happened on April 14, 32 AD. Passover. Feast of Tabernacles, October 7, 32 AD. Feast of Tabernacle. Then on April the 3rd, 33 AD, Christ was crucified. Then on April the 3rd, 33 AD, the crucifixion darkness. It got dark. Y'all remember in the scripture, it got dark, didn't it, Cortez, when he gave it? Okay. Then on
yes, sir.
Yep, it's in the Bible. In the Bible, yep.
So on April the 3rd, 33 AD, after Christ was gone, the blood moon showed up on Passover again, and then on Sukkot, which is Tabernacle, it happened on September 27, 33 AD. Now, brothers and sisters, I can't make this stuff up.
No, sir. Sure can't. Facts. Big old facts.
Now, there was one more thing I want to show y'all. Here it is. Now, this is the Hebrew letter called Aleph and the Tav. These are the eclipses that happen, and I'm going to play a video that's going to break this down where you can understand how prophetic the times is. This sign you looking at is the Aleph and the Tav. This is the sign of the Son of Man. Somebody get me Revelations 22. Revelations 22. Let me get there with y'all. Whoever read it, I don't care. Let me get Revelations. Let me get my stuff right here. Revelations, the last book in the Bible. And we're going to read right here. Revelations 22, 13, and 14.
Revelations 22 and 13, and it reads, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the
Stop right
first
there.
and the last.
I am Alpha and Omega. That's Greek, right? But in the Hebrew, guess what that is?
Aleph and the Tav.
And the Tav. Yes, sir.
Aleph and the Tav.
Hey, pull.
Right.
You may pull up a chart so they can see it, or you got.
Yeah. Well, he gonna explain it in the video, but you still.
Okay. Well, yeah. Just do that.
But you can still bring it out because I want them to see it.
No. The video, ain't no need to make it extra long if you gonna do it in the video. See, that's why you got to read behind them letters. They got us thinking everything white. See, that's how you miss this stuff, and you won't know what time it is. Mike, this is good. But go ahead.
So what did he say? Read that again, Cortez. We're gonna read the next verse after this.
I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city.
So this sign, brothers and sisters, right here, is the Aleph and the Tav, the beginning and the end. We came here in 1619, the beginning, and our captivity ended in 2019. How do I know that, Mikael? Okay, let me show y'all something. Y'all ready? The last solar eclipse visible across the entire continuous United States was on what? August the 21st, 2017. Y'all see that? Why is this so significant, Brother Mikael? Because you said we came here in 1619, our captivity ended in 2019. But this is August the 21st, 2017. Well, here it is, brothers and sisters. Your enemies knew what time it was. This is the H.R. 1242, the 115th Congress. This bill was written when? In 2017 through 2018. It commemorated your 400 years. Now, let me blow this up so our brothers and sisters can read. Hold on, I messed up. Let me try to. So I'm trying to get this where I can show y'all. Now it says, what is that? I'm missing a spot. Hold on, family. So y'all remember now, all of this is very prophetic. Now what they say right here. That's what I wanted right here. 400 years of African American history. Commission Act. This bill establishes the 400 years of African American History Commission to develop and carry out activities throughout the United States to commemorate the 400th anniversary of the arrival of Africans in the English colonies at the Point Comfort at Point Comfort, Virginia, 1619. And this bill was passed. And this bill was passed when? In 2017. We had our great American solar eclipse. When? They made the last part of the Hebrew alphabet. When it was? August 21st, 2017. So this symbol here is the olive and the tav. Y'all brothers got anything before I go to the next point?
I don't.
Cortez, you got anything?
No, sir. You on point, Hebrew.
All right, let me hit the share button on this. Let me hit the fair use. Let me hit the fair use before I get started. Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Now, this brother gonna break this thing down. And by the way, brothers, don't y'all know they sacrificed the red heifer?
Yep, I seen that, Hebrew. And this one was perfect, they say.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, when you see that, what Christ said, when you see the abomination of desolation, what did he tell you? Flee into the wind. So that was a practice run what they did, Cortez. But when they do the real thing, it's gonna be what we talking about. Go ahead, what you got?
I was gonna say, and they sacrificed it up on the mountain, didn't they?
Yeah, they went up on Mount something that's biblical. It's a biblical name. They went up on Mount something. I can't think where they did it at, but they went.
They quit playing like that.
But I got it in the video, Hebrew. We gonna play this video.
All praises. All right.
Okay, I did the fair use thing, didn't I? Yeah. Fair use. Here we go.
They always bring it every single time, family. So just a big shout out to that family up in High Point, North Carolina. Hallelujah. But peace and blessings to everybody, family. Man, I'm telling you, family, we got something for you today. Always have something for you, family. Something, of course, that will probably shock you as we go through it. But as you've heard, I mean, actually, what we'll do, family, we'll get right on into it because I have a lot of information to share with you, family, and I don't want to keep you too long. I always try to keep these things, these presentations under an hour. Lately, it has been a struggle. So I learned that if we get started, the sooner that we can get started, the faster that we can get this done. So, but hey, shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Big peace and blessings to everyone that's able to join us today. All right. So family, if you haven't heard, there were some sacrifices. And of course, they don't call it a sacrifice. They call it, cleansing or something like that. But we call it a sacrifice. There's some sacrifices going on over in Israel, over in the state of Israel. And one of the things I want to show you, family, and this is kind of, it goes back to the video that I shared with you yesterday. For those of you all that were able to join us yesterday, and that's where I shared with you that there is an organization, or is an organization over in the state of Israel that are, actively attacking our community, actively attacking African Americans over here in the States. So I said that to say this, family, you may not be paying attention to what's going on over there, but they are paying attention to you. And, in a lot of cases, family, they are attacking our community. So it's one of those things, family, where we can't,
So what he's talking about right there is they have a thing called the Canary Mission. And on that Canary Mission over there in Tel Aviv, over there in Israel, they're taking database information, personal information of every Israelite brother and sister and putting our information on their website. From way over there in Israel. Why is you worried about us way over here in Babylon? Brothers and sisters, y'all better wake up. They got a database on Brother Mikael. They got a database on Quartet. We on the database, baby.
You want to know why, Hebrew?
Go ahead.
Because they know once Judah rise up over here, all hell gonna break loose. See, that's what they scared of. And you know, like that lady, me and you seen when we first came into the truth, when she was crying and begging for us to wake up over here, talking about that they were waiting on us.
Yeah, I think she
Because
was from Pakistan or somewhere over there, was she?
I think so. Cause see, they know once Judah, once you wake in that line, man, bro, I'm telling you, that's when you're gonna see a lot. It's already happening. Prophetic stuff is happening, but it's gonna be times 5 once Judah wake up, and that 2 Chronicles 7:14 go down. When all his people, when everybody cried together as a collective whole and as a nation, because the cry's gonna go up to the heavens. And the father, any father gonna come to see about his children, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. I digress.
All right.
You know, I deplore people to not put their head in the sand when it comes to that region, family, because one, they're attacking, and two, what goes on over there impacts us. So with that being said, family, you know, one of the additional things that's going on is they just recently.
And hey, family, because I don't want to get hit with a copyright. So what I'm gonna do, every now and then, you gonna see me throw stuff up there like that, so I won't get copyrighted.
They did a red heifer sacrifice. Now, if you're not familiar with the red heifer sacrifice, one of the things I wanted to share with your family is to show you that how all these things that we've been experiencing probably for like the last, 3 or 4 years, when it comes to like these eclipses that's been going on, the markings that the eclipse has been making across the U.S., and just all these events, family. And this is just yet one, an additional sign of what's to come, of what's right around the corner. And so to that end, family, I want to say probably last year, we were talking a lot about the sign of the Son of Man. So the sign of the Son of Man had to do with the eclipses that made their way across the U.S. And there's 3 eclipses in all. Hopefully you can see them on the screen. I know it's probably small, but I'll just read it out to you, family. It says, we had one in August, the 2017, August 21st. And that was the one it crossed over in, I believe it was Salem, Oregon. And then it ended in Charleston, South Carolina. Shout out to our brother Godfrey. It's in Charleston, South Carolina. That's where the African Israelite Justice Foundation had the conference, awesome conference there. But just to show you, family, that it started off in Salem, Oregon, right? In Salem, Oregon, Salem is short for Jerusalem.
So Salem is a short word for Jerusalem. He didn't say this in the video, but what I'm going to tell you is that during the line of totality, it went through 7 towns called Salem.
Sure
went
did.
through 7 towns. And right here in the middle is what they call Little Egypt. That's in Cairo, Illinois.
Well, you on point. You on point. Yes, sir.
Talk to him then, Cortez. Talk to the people.
No, you said everything I was trying to say, and then it's a Cairo over there. Everything that it touched over here in the United States, it represented something over there, symbolic. Like the Cairo, it's a Cairo over there. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny how it stopped in Cairo, Illinois. And then all the Salems that it went through. All the Jerusalems. I mean, you can't tell me that it don't mean nothing. Ain't no such thing as a coincidence, man. Everything happened for a reason. Right.
Everything happened for a reason.
Gotta pay attention, baby. Go ahead. You on point.
Salem is short for Jerusalem. So it started in Jerusalem and it ended in Charleston, South Carolina, which was like the largest slave port in the Americas. If I'm, hopefully I'm correct about that. I've heard it mentioned many times. So
One more thing, Hebrew. One
it
more thing,
started
Salaki.
in Jerusalem, Oregon, and ended in the
Mike, like all the hurricanes travel the path that those slave ships, the ports, where they bought our slaves over here. Am I right or wrong, Mikael?
That's right. That's right. They started off on the west coast of Africa.
They started on the west coast of Africa, and then they traveled the same route that the slave ships traveled. If you think I'm lying, don't take my word. Look it up. Research it. Go ahead. All right, bro.
All right. Here we go, family.
the busiest slave port in the Americas, or in the colonies, right, back in the day. So we had that, family. And then we had another eclipse. This one was it was a total solar eclipse. And let's see here. Actually, let's start off with this one here. In 2023, it was an annular solar eclipse. Now, this solar eclipse, started off around in the same area. You can see it there, family, over in the area of Oregon. And this one actually goes through Texas and it exits out of Texas. And again, this was in 2023. This eclipse happened shortly after, the 1948ers is what we call them, the folks that's over in the state of Israel, launched their campaign against the people in Gaza. So in 2023, remember in October 2023, that attack occurred, and then the 1948ers then go and begin their campaign against the people in Gaza. That happened in October 2023. So we see this annular.
Do y'all know? I'm gonna pull the graph up to show you the proof. But do you know that those 4 blood moons, that tetrad, showed up when those imposters went into the land in 1948? I'm just bringing it out there to y'all attention.
No, I ain't know it.
And it happened
How you
on the
know?
feast because
How you know?
they got a chart. They got a chart like this chart here that I brought
Yeah.
out when Hamashiach was crucified. Look on your screen now. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. They got that happened during 1947 and 1947, 48 or 48, 49. One of them, but they happened back to back, just like this right here. That happened. That's when they went into Jerusalem in Israel and took that land during the Balfour Declaration.
Yeah.
That happened back then in 1947, 48, 49, somewhere right now. But I'm gonna pull that chart here while he talking. But yeah, I just want to show y'all how prophetic these tetrads is, and it's got everything to do with the Messiah, because this happened during the time of Messiah, family. And then now look at this. I'm not saying anything. I'm just bringing stuff out to get you. I'm just bringing stuff to awareness. Now, on that other one, Christ was this tetrad happened when in 32 AD, and it said 33 AD, right? On this screen, when they happened again, 2032 and 2033. You can't make this up. Look at it. Look at it. 32 AD, 33 AD, 32 AD Passover, 32 AD Tabernacle, blood moon. Christ was sacrificed on April the 3rd, 33 AD. On April the 3rd, 33rd, on April the 3rd, 33 AD, it got dark. Go ahead, Hebrew. What you got to say?
How long is Jacob's trouble supposed to last?
Man, Jacob's trouble been going on.
No. I'm saying how many years though do they say it's supposed to last? 7 years, right?
But that's according to the heathen. You talking about the tribulation? You talking about tribulation?
My bad, Salaki. All right, well the tribulation. We'll say the 7-year tribulation.
That's what they say.
What year are we currently in now?
We in 2025.
7 years from now, what is what? What is that?
2032 and 2033, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
I ain't reaching or trying to date set, time set. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm
Pay
just
attention.
saying.
Pay
Like
attention, man.
you like Cortez, follow me. You see that 32 and 33 AD crucifixion, right? You
Yes,
see
sir.
the blood moons and the solar eclipse and the other blood moons fall on these 32 AD and 33 AD, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Then
sir.
when you look at this right here, what they say? 32 and 33.
Right. That's what I'm saying,
2032,
bro.
2033.
That's why I
And
said what I said.
and guess what that happened at? Guess what that happens at though?
Where?
Over Israel.
Okay. Hey, I just pray that I be still in the land of the living when it go down.
Man, I'm just saying, family. I'm just bringing this out for your awareness, let you know. I'm trying to let you know this right here for sure. Playtime over.
Yes, sir. It's crunch time.
It's crunch time. We in the fourth quarter now.
And another thing, keep your eyes on Damascus too. Always keep your eye on Damascus. It's the reason why I say that. But just keep your eye on it. All right, Hebrew.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I done hit. Hold on, family. I done got too excited. Hold on, family. Share this tab. Can y'all hear this? Let me know if y'all can hear it, Cortez.
You know, that attack occurred, and then the
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
The 1948ers then go and begin their campaign against the people in Gaza. That happened in October 2023. So we see this annular eclipse occur during that time. Then the last one, family, that makes up the Aleph and the Tav was an eclipse that started in Texas. Now, this was in, if I'm going to read the date out to you, it says 2024, April the 6th. So April the 6th, 2024, we had an eclipse start in Texas, right? And it ended up, crossed all the way through to the upper, northeast states in the US. And we actually did a lesson on this, and we actually touched on some of the names of the cities of which it passed over, all the significance.
Did he say April the 6th? He said April the 6th, right? Because if he said April the 6th, think about this, trip off this. A while ago, early in your lesson, you said Hamashiach gave it the ghost on around April the 3rd, I think you said.
He said April 4/26.
April what? That's even better.
No,
that's even better.
Hold on. Let me go back and play it so we ain't wrong.
Okay, let me say this point right quick before you bring it back out. Okay, you said Christ gave it the ghost, and all this stuff happened around April 3rd, April 4th, somewhere in there, I think, is what you said. Okay.
Here it is. It's April the 3rd, 33 AD.
Okay, keep that in mind. All right, go ahead and run that back right quick. Keep that in mind, though.
All right, run the video back, right?
Yeah, so I can see what date he said.
All right.
In addition, we also noted that where this eclipse entered into the U.S. was a place where slaves were exiting out of the U.S. It crossed over this place called Eagles Pass. So Eagles Pass was this highway where slaves would exit out of freedom. They would, I'm sorry, not exit out of freedom, but exit out of slavery into freedom. So they would, leave the U.S., come over, exit over into Mexico. That was their pathway to freedom. This is where the last eclipse started from. And then where the last eclipse ended, the last town, one of the last towns at the very northeast most border of the U.S. I believe it crossed over a town, a city called Mars Hill. And it was one of those towns and cities that's actually found in scriptures. And it was a town and city where, when you look it up, it was associated with, I believe it's the Apostle Paul. he was pleading with Israel to turn back to the law. So think of the significance of that, family. This last eclipse started off when crossing into a place where Israel, left out into freedom. They left out of their captivity into freedom. So that's where it started from. And then it ended at a place where the Apostle Paul in the scriptures were pleading with Israel to turn back to the law. So,
all right, Cortez, I need a favor from you, Hebrew. I need Acts 17, 22 through 31.
All right, I got you. Hold on.
Let me get it on the screen for our brothers and sisters.
Acts 17. He said start that John at 22.
Yeah, we want 22.
Oh, man.
22 through 31.
Hold on, wait a minute, man. But it just gave me chills, Hebrew, when I looked at this. Oh my God.
What did it say, Hebrew?
Acts 17 and 22. Then Paul stood in the midst of Mars Hill. One more time. Then Paul stood in the midst of Mars Hill and said, Ye men of Athens, I perceive that in all things ye are too superstitious. For as I passed by and beheld your devotions, I found an altar with the inscription, To the unknown God, whom therefore ye ignorantly worship, him declare I unto you. God that made the world and all things therein, seeing that he is Lord of heaven and earth, dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
That's good.
Neither. Okay.
That's good. So you see that, Hebrew?
Man, boy, you shook me up then, cuz. Mars Hill?
Oh, okay. So what did the eclipse ended at that year? Mars Hill. It started in Eagle Pass, Texas. It ended where? Mars Hill.
Oh my God. Man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, cuz if it's any doubt, if it's just the ounce of doubt in this Bible and this word and this prophecy, that right there should have killed everything else. Well, any little ounce of doubt you had, that right there should have killed that out, man. It's no way you can't believe in his word, man.
That's right.
Because how can they know to put that in the Bible that many years ago to be prophetic with what just happened last year?
That's right. You see how awesome our Elohim is, bro?
Man. Well, the math show mathing, ain't it?
Oh, I ain't done yet, Hebrew. It get greater. It get greater.
All right, go ahead, bro.
I got some more biblical scriptures for you, Hebrew. We're gonna
let me know when you need them, Hebrew. I got you.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Just to kind of, like I said, brief recap, just to show you, family, that so this was the Aleph and the Tav that was made, these letters, these symbols that were made across the U.S. using this eclipse. And just to drive the point home using scripture, you can see it here in, excuse me, family, Revelations chapter 22, verse 13, and it reads, I am the Aleph. I know on your screen it says the Alpha and the Omega, but that's Greek. In Hebrew is Aleph and the Tav. So the Messiah, in what we call whom we call Hamashiach, the Messiah, in verse 13, he would say, I am the Aleph and the Tav, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Verse 14 says, blessed are they that do his commandments. Wow. Keep that in mind, family, because I know, throughout the time of this awakening, there have been many movements, within the body of Israel, outside of the body of Israel, trying to get us not to obey his commandments. But as you can see throughout scripture, family, Hamashiach himself says, blessed are they that what? Do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city. Hallelujah. Who wouldn't want that? Hallelujah. Verse 15, it says, for without.
He said, enter to the gates of the city, right, Hebrew? Is that what he said? That's what he just read, right? Okay, I guess I'm up here by myself. So he just said, right there in that Revelation, they're going to enter to the gates of the city. Blessed are they that keep his commandments. I'm the olive and the tile. Blessed are they who enter into the gates of the city. Now, brothers and sisters, who's going to be entered in those gates? The 12 tribes of Israel, because the names are on those gates. They're on the north gates. They're going to be 3 gates on the north, 3 gates in the south, 3 gates in the east, 3 gates in the west. Those gates are made for who? The 12 tribes of Israel. So Christ has been clear this whole time. I'm only coming for my people. Okay, so brothers and sisters, the olive and the tile, right? I'm the begin. He did not the Most High say, I declared the end from the beginning? Is it all making sense to you now? I'm gonna hit this play button because I got something else for y'all.
So outside, right? Outside the gate are what? Dogs, sorcerers. Now that's a lawbreaker. Whoremongers. Now that's a law.
Now he said outside are dogs. Well, the dogs right there represent the Gentiles, because what did Christ tell that woman that was a Gentile? What she say? Even the dogs eat the crumbs off the master table. I'm just throwing some stuff out there at you that I ain't taught y'all yet. I'm just showing y'all some stuff. All right, I'm gonna hit the play button.
Lawbreaker. Murderers, that's a lawbreaker. Idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie, a lie is against the law, right? And it says, I, Yahushua, have sent mine angels to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of Daoud and the bright and morning star. Hallelujah. All right. So read all that to say, family, the Hamashiach, the Messiah, says, I am the olive and the tav. And so when we had these eclipses make their mark across the U.S., it made the mark of the olive and the tav, aka it made the mark of the Son of Man. Hallelujah. So a lot of people were looking at this as a mark of judgment.
So this is the sign, brothers and sisters, of Christ. It happened over the United States of America. Now, you can't make this up. We witnessed this in our lifetime, brothers and sisters. I'm just saying.
Because especially when that X was made of those 2 solar eclipses, when that X was made, that was recognized across many religious, organizations, denominations. They knew that, hey, this isn't good. This is a bad omen for this nation. And in fact, let me play just a 1 or 2 videos. Actually might be more than that, but a couple of videos, family, just to show you and kind of remind ourselves what happened back then. Because when this happened, family, a lot of people were taking note. Unfortunately, or fortunately, even the Gentiles were taking note of this, family. Check this out.
This coming solar eclipse is visible proof that God Almighty created heaven.
What you say, Cortez?
I said that's just a landing strip, a land marker for them chariots to land, letting them know where to land at.
But now he finna play this Gentile named John Hagee, famous prosperity teacher or apologist, what you want to call it, evangelicals or evangelical, what you want to call it.
Devil.
The devil, yeah. So, brothers and sisters, listen to me. He's trying to tie this in to the rapture. That is a lie. This is Satan minister telling the folks a lie. We know the truth. We lining up the scripture, the Hebrews, that the God chose the people. We showing you what it is in real time. But listen to this. Listen to the deception here. See, if it was like Christ said in Matthew 24, if it was possible, they shall deceive the very elect, but it ain't possible.
Heaven and earth, and is in total control of what's happening in the planet and on planet Earth. The Bible says that God calls the stars by name, that he holds the 7 seas in the palms of his hand, and he's sending this solar eclipse on April 8th tomorrow to warn the body of Christ to prepare for the rapture of the church.
Now, of course, they always want to say it's about the rapture of the church. And we talked about that early last week or this week when we talked about how the church is on rapture alert. They are on rapture alert. But
do y'all know that you can go Google this on your Google phone, on your phone? Don't you know that the white churches are on rapture alert? Do y'all know that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all see that in social media? Did you know that, Cortez?
Yeah, I seen it on TikTok.
They on rapture alert.
They ready to get beamed up.
Man, you know what? I know where to go. The 2nd Esdras 13 and then Matthew 24 to show the people that they want to be taken. That's what the rapture is, be taken away, right? From the tribulation, right? Okay, I'm going to show you the deception in this. Follow me, Cortez. Did not in the 2nd Esdras, it said this right here. Didn't it, Cortez? It said, those that are left behind are more blessed than those that are taken. Taken means put to death.
Sure is. You're sure right, Hebrew.
So when you read Christ in Matthew 24, is it Matthew 24? Where he said, hold on, let me put a marker right here. I'm gonna give it to him right quick, Cortez. Just bear.
Go ahead.
Let me go to Matthew 24. Cause see see, I don't want nobody coming up here and think we rapture. We ain't with that. This ain't talking about that. This talking about salvation of his people. All right, let me see where I want to start. Matthew 24, the beginning of sorrow. Preached in the third. All right, Hebrew.
Start at 31, probably. 30,
no,
31.
you're gonna start at 16. What you at? Second Esdras? You in second
No,
Esdras?
no. I was in Matthew. What you need?
Yeah. Start at Matthew 24. No, that ain't what I want. I won't find it. Y'all, give me a second, family. Give me a second. Sometime I mess up.
Hey, it's all right, bro. Take your time, man. Hey, we ain't perfect.
On earth.
But see, what they be getting that, where they get that from, bro, is in that First Thessalonians. That's where they get that from.
Yeah, they get it from first. Yeah, they get that from First Thessalonians
4:16 through 17.
Yeah, this I was in the right place, Hebrew.
Okay.
But we gonna start it like you said. You was right at verse 36, right? We gonna start it. You said like you was right. So let me get it on the screen so our brothers and sisters can see, and then we're gonna go to that 2nd Esdras 13. So in Matthew 24, brothers and sisters, now these are key markers. These are the prophetic times that we're studying on right now, right? So we're going to start at verse 36. Hebrew, we're going to read down to 41.
Okay.
Well, start at 42. Go to 42. Because then we're going to go somewhere. Go ahead.
All right,
hold on. I'm sorry, family. I'm sorry. Let me get the red letter up here. We're going to start at verse. What are we starting at, Hebrew?
36.
36 through 42, right? Right. Yeah.
Yes,
36
sir.
through 42. This red letter, by the way. All right, Hebrew.
You sure you don't want? Well, never mind.
What you talking about?
I'm talking about 30, verse 30 for some reason. But we'll
Go
start
ahead.
at 36. We'll start at 36.
Yeah. Start at verse 29.
Okay. That's where I
Stop,
wanted to start at.
stop at the end of shaking. Stop at shaking. And that 29, the last word is shaking. Stop at shaking. So let me.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. Let's give it to the people.
All right. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken.
All right, Cortez, look on your screen. Read that again. Read that again.
Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken.
Stop right there, Hebrew. Go to Isaiah 13 and 10.
All right. Isaiah, where you at, Zay? Hold on.
Keep a marker because we're going right back over there.
All right, give me a second. I gotta find Isaiah, Hebrew. There it is. Isaiah 13 and 10.
Yeah, Isaiah 13 and 10.
And it reads, For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine.
Oh, that's prophetic, right? That's talking about that. We was in Isaiah 13 earlier, brothers and sisters. This is talking about the destruction of Babylon. What's they say on that screen right there? 2032, 2033. Is the sun darkened? See the sun in the middle? It's darkened, ain't it? Read that again.
Yes, sir. Hold on, I left it. All right, Isaiah 23 and 10. No, 13 and 10. My bad, Salaki. And it reads, For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine.
Read down to 14.
And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of the Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, and the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the days of his fierce anger.
Stop right there. We just read Isaiah 13 and 14 to begin this lesson to show you how that man was getting persecuted. That was a veteran. He was our elder, and we precept this scripture, Isaiah 13 and 14, family. We precept that with Deuteronomy 28 and verse 50. No, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. I'm sorry, Hebrew. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, family. Forgive me. I got ahead of myself. I think I was in the lesson. So, no, brother and sister, when we read this verse 14, it said that every man is gonna flee to his own people, right? All right, Hebrew. Read that verse 14.
All right, verse 14. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land.
Oh, so they're gonna flee, huh?
Uh-huh.
Everybody to their own people, ain't it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Now let's get back to that Matthew 24 Hebrew and pick it up at the 30. And we're going to the 42.
All right, Matthew 24 and 30. And it reads, And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with a power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other.
Hold on, Hebrew. Hold on. And he shall gather what?
He shall gather together his elect.
Oh, okay. Give me Isaiah 45 and 7. Let's see who the elect is.
Isaiah 45 and 7.
I think
And
it's
it
45 and
reads,
7. Hold on.
okay.
I'm shooting for the hip, Hebrew. Hold on. Isaiah
I don't know if that,
45. It's
I
no,
don't think
it's
that's it.
Isaiah
That ain't
40.
it.
It's Isaiah 45 and 4. Verse 4,
4.
Hebrew.
Okay, all
Mhm.
right. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, I have given call thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me.
Read that verse 5.
I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no God beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me.
Hebrew. Then let's go back to that Isaiah. So we see who the elect is Israel, right? So
Yes,
now
sir.
we go back to that Matthew 24. We're gonna pick it up now at verse 32.
Isaiah 24 and 32, and it reads, Now learn a parable of the fig tree, when his branch is yet tender, and putteth forth leaves. Ye know that summer is nigh. So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. That's what we're doing now. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass, till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Stop right there, Hebrew. Now this is very important. Why he bringing up Noah in the days of Noah, where he gonna tell us in verse 38. What they doing now, Cortez, is in the days of Noah. Read verse 38. What you
For
got on it?
as it,
Talk to him. Talk to the people.
no, I was just gonna say, we got US as the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, and that's what was going on in Noah's time. They was partying and having a good time. You know what I'm saying? Right, right. Laughing and scoffing, picking at the man because he out there slaving on that boat. You know what I'm saying? Then when the first raindrop come, they still pick. They didn't believe fat meat was greasy. That's what that was. But anyway, I digress. Where we at? 38.
Verse 38.
For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark. See? Exactly what I just said. Yep. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also be at the coming of the Son of Man. Go to Revelation 14.
All right, Revelation 14.
What I do with my other Bible? Doggone it. There it is. Hold on, Hebrew.
Take your time, bro.
Go to there. He said
we ain't sticking to the 2 hours a day.
No. We got a lot to get through today.
Yes,
we're
sir.
Gonna be here a hot minute. All right,
Gotcha.
we got to go to Revelation 14, Hebrew. Now it said it talks about when the flood came, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what this flood looked like. Go to Revelation 14, bro. I'm sorry, Hebrew, not Revelation 14. I'm sorry.
Take your time, bro.
I'm shooting from the hip on this. Now this is Revelation 12.
Take your time.
Revelation 12.
Revelation 12.
And we're gonna read Revelation 12, 13 through 17. Now the flood. This is talking about the flood. Now go ahead, Hebrew.
Revelations 12 and 13, and it reads, And when the dragon saw that he was cast into the earth, He persecuted the woman which brought forth the man child.
So this is at the coming of Christ. Christ showing up on the scene. Now he coming out to y'all. Us. Why he coming out to us? Go ahead. You still there, Cortez?
Can you hear me, cuz?
Now I can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me? All right, we had Satan tapping with his line, Hebrew family. So what we're gonna bring out is talking about the flood. He said in Matthew 24, verse 38, he said, far as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving intermarriage until the day Noah entered into the ark. So I just want to show y'all. It was a flood back in those days, in the days of Noah. I'm just showing you the future flood. That's what I'm showing you, the future flood. What that meant, what it's gonna mean in our time. Soon as Cortez come back here. Here you go. All right, Cortez, can you hear me? Hold on, family. Cortez. Boy, they messing with that. Boy, Satan jiggling your wires over there, boy. I can't hear you. Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear me?
All right. All right. They were messing with my headset, bro. I had to put it on speaker. My bad. Salaki.
All right.
Where
All
I
right.
stop at? My
Said
bad, cuz.
it was a
Can
flood
you
in
hear me?
Noah's day. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
All right, so back there in that Matthew 24 and 38, it was a flood in Noah's day, was an actual flood. But this is the flood in our time that we're going to see. All right, Hebrew. So that'd be Revelations 12, Hebrew. We're gonna pick it up at the 13. Cortez.
You said Revelations 12 and what, Hebrew?
13 through 17.
All right. Revelations 12 and 13, and it reads, and when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man child. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness into her place, where she is nourished for a time and times, and a half a time, from the face of the serpent. And the serpent cast out his mouth water as a flood
As a
after the
what?
woman. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood.
So the flood, this is the flood in this future prophecy in our time. So Satan cast out a flood. Okay, let's keep reading.
All right. After the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. And the earth helped the woman. And the earth opened up her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth.
So
And
the
the,
Most High made the earth. Some say the Bible, the scripture, whatever. But the earth helped the woman. Y'all see that?
right.
So the earth swallowed up the flood, right? So let's go back to the end. Did not the earth swallow up the wicked Israelites in on the time of Moses?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So you don't think he's gonna swallow his army up, which is the flood? They're gonna be coming after us to kill us? Oh, okay. Go ahead, Hebrew, verse 17. This is why. Verse 17, Hebrew.
What was that, Hebrew?
Read verse 17.
Okay. All right. Revelations 12 and 17, and it reads, "And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of Yah and have the testimony of Jesus Christ, Hamashiach."
So this is why the Satan is coming after us like a flood. Even
Mm-hmm.
right now, because we keeping what? God's commandments.
Right.
All right, Hebrew. Let's go back to that Matthew 24. And we're going to stop at that 42, Hebrew.
All right,
Good?
Matthew 24. Yeah, I'm just trying to get my audio right. Trying to get it back on my headset. For some reason they won't let me load to my headset now.
What you got to do is you got to go out of StreamYard. Turn your headset off and turn it back on. Let it pair back up to your phone. Then come back in the StreamYard and come in.
Okay. All right.
Oh, your Bluetooth signal may be jammed.
Yeah, because it won't even let me power it off.
Plug it up and turn it off. Turn it off.
All right. Well, they be trying hard, don't they?
Man, they be on you, Hebrew. It is what it is.
Right.
Hey, it was getting too good. They ain't want us to flow.
Hey, I'm like Warrior now. Nevertheless.
Yeah.
Keep talking to him, cuz, while I do this right quick.
All right, family. So just bear with me right quick, family. Bear with me. I'm here for a little while. Okay. Now we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. Boy, Cortez, you got a lot going on, bro. Then my phone going off. Lord have mercy. Y'all pray for your brother Mikael. So in the next part, we're gonna break down this part where Christ is talking about, like you see on your screen right there, brothers and sisters. In verse 40, he said, "Then shall two be in the field, one shall be taken and the other left." We're gonna break down what that prophetically means. Not according to the Christian church, because they say the one that's taking it is the one that's being saved. But we're gonna show y'all what does say the Lord out of the Bible. We're gonna show you what does say the Lord out of the Bible. So let me get this second Esdras 13 ready. And let me get it on the screen. Just bear with you, brothers. Bear with you. But we're gonna get this thing fired back up. Let me see. Hold on, fam. Let me scroll down. What happened to Brother Warrior? Warrior, where you at? We're gonna go to the King James Apocrypha. Get this second Esdras 13 for y'all. All right, just bear with you, brother. Family. Okay, I guess Warriors had to go to work or he went to sleep. Oh man. I need somebody to come up here and help a brother read right quick so this thing can flow smoothly. I just need somebody to come up here and help your brother read. If anybody want to come up here in the chat and help your brother get through this right quick, just right quick. Because I don't know how long Cortez is going to take. Brother King Yaz. Shalom, Hebrew. I didn't see you in there. You on Warriors page. Okay. That's what's up. All right, there go Cortez. You good?
Can you hear me, Hebrew?
Yeah, I hear you. You good
All right,
now?
well, we good.
Oh, praise, brother. Oh,
My bad, man.
oh, we just broke down the flood in Noah's day, which was the literal flood, and the flood in our day, which is Satan casting out his mouth. His arm is coming after us, and the woman and come after those that keep God's commandments. Now we finna get into what it means to be taken and left behind. All right, Hebrew, let's go. We're gonna
All
start
right,
the
I
verse.
get it.
Let's get 39 through 42.
Still in Matthew 24.
Yeah.
All right. Verse 39, it reads, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken, and the other left. Two women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken, and the other left. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come.
That's right. So you don't know what hour he coming, right? All right. Watch this, Hebrew. Now, what's Shalom, KG? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, brother. You doing all right?
Yeah,
Shalom,
we doing
bro.
splendid, Hebrew. Splendid. Breaking this stuff down for our people.
All
So
praise.
let's go to 2nd Esdras 13, family. And Hebrew. Now, this is the Most High gonna show Esdras the interpretation of the dream. Right?
All right.
Let's pick it up. Let's pick it up at the 15.
2nd Esdras 13 and 15. Let me know when you're ready.
Hey, I got it on the screen for our brothers and sisters. Oh, remember what he said in Matthew, what our king and high priest said in Matthew. One gonna be at the meal, one taking the other left, right? Let's get the understanding on taking and left. Let's go, Hebrew. 15.
Show me now yet the interpretation of this dream. For as I conceive in mine understanding, woe unto them that shall be left in those days, as much more woe unto them that are not left behind. For they that were not left were in heaviness. Now understand, the things that are laid up in the latter days, which shall happen in the latter days.
Okay, go ahead.
Which shall happen unto them and to those that are left behind. Therefore are they come into great perils and many necessities, like as these dreams declare. Yet it is easier for him that is in danger to come into these things than to pass away as a cloud out of the world, and not to see the things that happen in the last days. And he answered unto me and said, the interpretation of the vision shall I show thee, and I will open unto thee the things that you have, the things that thou hast required. Whereas thou hast spoken of them that are left behind, this is the interpretation.
So now we finna get the interpretation. Oh, okay. All right, Hebrew, let's go.
He that shall endure the pearl in that time hath kept himself. They that be fallen into danger are such as have works and faith toward the Almighty.
Stop right there.
No. Okay.
He that shall endure the pearl in that time had kept himself, that they be fallen into danger are such as have works and faith toward the Almighty. KG, give me Acts 16. No. Give me Acts 14 and 22.
All right. I sound clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you crystal clear, Hebrew.
All right. Acts chapter 14 and verse 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of God.
So through much what, Hebrew? Tribulation. We got to enter into the kingdom. So we got to go through tribulation to get to the kingdom, right? So
That's
when
right.
you read this verse 23 over here in this 2nd Esdras 13:23, he that shall endure the pearl, meaning what? Tribulation in that time have what? Kept himself, that they that be fallen into danger are such as have works and faith toward the Almighty. I just want to bring that out because that goes with what you just read, KG. Through much tribulation, we shall what? Enter into the kingdom of heaven. So in order to get there, KG, we got to do what? We got to endure the pearl, meaning hardships,
That's right.
tribulation. All right, Quartet, verse 24.
Verse 24. Know this therefore, that they which be left behind are more blessed than they that be dead.
Oh, wait a minute, Quartet. That's it. That's the verse we wanted. Know this therefore what? They that be what? Left behind.
They that which be left behind are more blessed than they that be dead.
All right. Now go back to Matthew 24 and read that verse 24, verse 41 only.
Matthew 24 and what was that?
41.
41, okay. And it reads, two women shall be grinding at the mill. The one shall be taken and the other left.
So the one that is taken is dead, family. But the other left is what? What it say in 2nd Ezra 13? And verse 24, it said, know this therefore, they that what? Are left behind are more blessed than they that are dead. So that killed the tribulation. What you call the rapture. That killed the rapture doctrine. That's just killed it, right? If y'all got that understanding, put a 100 in the chat. We just killed it. I just had to show it to you.
Man. But let me ask a question. So how is that though? Like the one that is dead, the one that's left, won't they still have to endure and go through all the tribulation? Won't they still have to go through that and you dead, you not having to go through it? I'm just thinking like the mind of the common person, an unlearned person. Can you hear me?
Yeah, say it again. You were breaking up.
I said, wouldn't the dead be more, wouldn't they won't have to go through anything versus the person left behind? The person that's left behind, they gotta endure, but I'm asking, like,
those that are dead,
how that works.
Right. See, that goes back to that Thessalonians you wanted to bring out.
So hold on, let me say this right quick before you do that. So is they talking about in the physical sense of being dead or in the spiritual sense of being dead?
I'm talking about the physical dead.
Okay, because it's a lot of people walking around spiritually dead, right?
Right.
So that's what I was wondering. Like, is they talking about the spiritual aspect of it, or are they talking about the physical side of being dead?
Both.
Okay, good point. That's the answer I was looking for. It's both. Okay.
It's both. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good one.
All right. So we broke that down for you, family. So let's get back to the video, to what we was talking about. I'm gonna share my tab. Put a 100 if y'all can hear this. If y'all can hear this, let me know. Can y'all hear that?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. I don't know if they can hear it on the YouTube stream. Yeah, it's the 100 in now. They can hear you.
Oh, we got a 100 in there?
Yes, sir.
No, Sister Jim said not yet. No,
Shadara,
can't hear.
Shadara, yeah, said yeah. She's a 100. I don't know.
I think that was from my old comment.
Okay. All
right, family. We're gonna get this thing back popping. Ain't no thing. I just gotta reshare it. There we go. Wow.
By the way, you're doing excellent, brother. You're doing excellent.
Okay, now I hope they can hear this. Hold on, let me stop it. Hold on, family. Y'all don't tell me get it together. I'm finna get it together. Hold on, fam. There we go. I just want to make sure y'all can. I know y'all can hear it now.
News was taking notice.
Spy. It sounds like precision and timing will be key in seeing this. How is April's solar eclipse different from the one we saw in 2017?
So in 2017, it was also a total solar eclipse. We're really lucky this time, though, that the path of totality is a bit longer across the contiguous United States and wider. So 31 million people, about double the people that were able to view it last time, are going to be in the path of totality. We also have up to 4.5 minutes of totality, depending on where you are in the path, which is quite a bit longer than the last eclipse we were able to experience.
Back in 2017, a total solar eclipse swept over the country, exciting people everywhere. I'm Betsy Kling, and in this solar eclipse special, we are taking a look back at the past total solar eclipse and all of the excitement surrounding that astronomical event. Let's go back to the day of the total solar eclipse, August 21st, 2017. 14 states were in the path of total darkness beginning a little after 10 a.m. in Oregon. It then made its way across the U.S., still at least partially visible for states outside the narrow line of totality, before it was last visible in South Carolina.
All right, so we had that one, right? And then let's check this next clip out, family.
Incredibly, for the first time in 71 years, there is a comet by the name of 12P Pons Brooks that will be passing by Earth. It only shows up once every 71 years and just so happens to show up right next to the sun on April 8th, 2024. And guess what its nickname is? The Devil's Comet. Not only did all 8 planets line up looking to the west, but the Devil's Comet was also in alignment right with the sun. So what does all this mean? I can't say.
So not only did we have the solar eclipse, family, like I said, there was a lot of stuff going on, and it's easy for us to forget. But we even had there was even a comet that aligned up with all these planets, and it looked like a sword across the sky above the U.S. A sword across the sky above the U.S. So you add that along with the Tav, the marking that was made across the U.S. And it didn't look good, family. People were looking at that saying, I don't know, fam, that doesn't look good or sound good for the U.S. And then, if you're wondering about like what's the significance of the Tav, what's the significance of Tav? Let me just play this clip for you really quick.
The 22nd letter of the Hebrew alphabet is Tav. The numeric value of Tav is 400. The pictogram or symbol behind the shape of the letter Tav is a mark or seal. There is some evidence that in its earliest written form.
So the olive and the Tav, or the Tav, has a mark of what? 400, Cortez. Did you hear what I said?
Yep, and he said it was considered a mark or a seal.
So who's then? Listen, Cortez, look at this.
400 seal being broken?
No, listen to this, Hebrew. Hold on,
Okay,
let me get this. Now, you remember when I brought out that HR 1242? When Congress signed it in 2017, we had the Great American Solar Eclipse. What did they commemorate in this bill? The 400 years. Oh, what a coincidence. Or is that prophetic? Now, Hebrew, go to Genesis 15, Hebrew. Go to Genesis 15.
All right. While I'm looking it up, don't you know they said that they're trying to compare, make not Farrakhan, Salaki, I don't know where that come from. Probably because I watched him last night. But anyway, they're trying to make the orange pervert Cyrus in the Bible.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Genesis 15 and what, Hebrew?
Genesis 15, 13 and 14.
All right, Genesis 15, verse 13, and it reads, and he said to Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterwards shall they come out with great substance. Hallelujah.
They're gonna come out with what, Hebrew?
Great substance.
So 400 years, the white man know you came here in 1619. Your captivity ended in 2019. That's 400 years. When 2019 hit into where we at in 2025 is the most high judge in the earth.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you better know what time it is when 2032 get here.
And it talks about the fourth generation. Are we not the fourth generation?
We the third and the fourth generation. That's mama.
Exactly.
Exactly. Ain't he
Yes, sir.
judge? He
Okay.
said, I'm gonna judge the third and fourth generation. Ain't we the third and fourth generation of that 400 years?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You see that on the screen, don't you, Hebrew?
I see it, bro.
You see that happen in 2015 and 2014 and 2015, don't you? You see that, don't
you? Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. You see this right here? This means 400, right?
Right.
Oh, okay. X marked the spot, don't it?
Yep. And he said he
That's
gonna
what he said.
judge. He said he gonna judge. He didn't say the people. He said in
I'm gonna
14 he
judge
said,
that
and
nation.
also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterwards shall they come out with great substance. Did we not serve them?
So
in
X
hard
marked the
bondage?
spot.
Yes, sir.
Now, what did he say in Ezekiel about judging? Go to Ezekiel 9, Hebrew. KG, give bro a little break.
I got it.
He
I'm
said,
already on it.
Ezekiel 9, Hebrew, start at 3. We're going to read down to
KG, you can have the next one after this, Hebrew.
All right.
Hold on, I'm trying to see what was a good stopping point. Stop at verse 3 through 10, Hebrew.
3 through 10. Okay. You sure you don't want to start at the top from 1?
Well, you started at 1 if you want to. It don't matter, but it just talking
I'd
about.
rather do
Go
it
ahead.
at 1.
Go ahead. Let's start at 1.
To put it in its proper context. Okay.
So reason we reading is it said X marks the spot.
Yes, sir.
So don't judgment start in the house of Israel first?
Yes, sir.
Ain't we being judged?
Yep.
Ain't we in this nation?
Yep.
Ain't they getting judged as well?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. It's 2019, right? The 400 years ended.
Right.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's showtime. Go ahead and give it to the people, Hebrew.
Ezekiel 9 and 1, and it reads, He cried also in mine ears with a loud voice, saying, Cause them that have charge over the city to draw near, even every man with his destroying weapon in his hand. And behold, 6 men came from the way of the higher gate, which lied toward the north, and every man a slaughter weapon in his hand. And one man among them was clothed with linen, with a writer's inkhorn by his side. And they went in and stood beside the brazen altar. And the glory of the Lord and the glory of the God of Israel was gone up from the cherub, whereupon he was to the threshold of the house. And he called to the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
So that angel is in the earth, in America as well, all in the earth, is marking those that are crying out to the Most High to save us out this captivity. They're crying out against the violence and the black on black crime and the violence. And you seen that our elderly brother was shot in the chest by a heathen. If you ain't crying out to the Most High about all this evil that's going on, you might be getting destroyed along with this wicked nation.
Say it again, Hebrew. What?
You might be getting destroyed along with this wicked nation.
Mm-mm.
He said the mark, right?
Yes,
the
sir.
olive in the tile. X marks the spot, don't it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, Hebrew. Read verse. Come on, let's
Verse
go.
5.
You
Verse 5.
got something to say? Something? Go ahead.
And to others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity. But not have pity on them. Slay utterly, old and young, both maids and little children, and women.
Stop right there.
All right.
Ain't the death angel here now? Don't you see children being slaughtered?
Yes, sir.
Men, old and young women being slaughtered. Women. Oh, okay. But listen what the Lord tells. But of our own people, do you see that though?
Huh.
Oh, okay. You see it a lot. Go on Facebook. Somebody dying every day. Somebody just died 5 minutes ago.
Yep.
We leaving here fast. Judgment is in the land. Now watch this, Hebrew. What did the Lord tell them to begin at? When he say, start at where it say after woman, where it say, but come not near.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna start. But
All
come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men, which was before the house.
So he said, start at my house first.
Mm-hmm.
He's judging us right now, brothers and sisters. Don't you see what's going on amongst your people?
Fair and just God, ain't he? Ain't he fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll stop it right there. Let's get back to the video. KG, you got anything?
Nah, bro, y'all on point, man. This is a good lesson. Good lesson.
All right. Let's roll.
X or a cross.
Hold
The
on.
numeric value of individual letters in the Hebrew alphabet go up to 4.
Can y'all hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Can y'all hear that in the chat? Brothers and sisters, can y'all hear that when I play the video? Did y'all hear it in the chat? Okay, good. Let's go.
Is 400. The pictogram or symbol behind the shape of the letter Tav is a mark or seal. There is some evidence that in its earliest written form, it was more in the shape of an X or a cross. The numeric value of individual letters in the Hebrew alphabet go up to 400. Tav is the last letter. The numeric value is 400.
Tav is the last letter, and its numeric value is 400. So after 2019, after the 400 years, and yes, there's many of us who believe that 2019 is 400 years, and partly because of that, family, it has to do with what I call the time of the king. Every single time, when Israel was coming out or went into captivity, it was the king who set the timer on that. If you have a stopwatch and you're trying to figure out, all right, so when do I stop the timer and when do I stop the timer? It's not when a Israelite goes into captivity, it's when the Israelite goes into captivity, and the Israelite is the king or his sons or the princes go into captivity, like Jeconiah, right, in Babylon. So those are the ones that start the time clock. Likewise, over here in the States, people would say, well, yeah, Brother Benai, we had many Israelites over here in the States before 1619, and that is correct. But none of those, as far as we know, were had names or lineages that date back to princesses or King David. Like the very first African Americans that showed up in Jamestown, Virginia, Anthony and Isabel Negro. Negro is a surname of the sons of King David. So this is why we start our time clock in 1619, because we had the sons of King David show up here on the shores of Jamestown, Virginia. Of course, Jamestown is synonymous with Jacobstown, which is another thing that we took note of. But anyway, but long story short, family, 400 years was reached in 2019. And so when 2019 came, we had all these signs, start to show up. We had that X was marked against the U.S., which meant, it literally meant 400, and it literally meant mark. It was a dual meaning, family, dual meaning. And so that was literally after we had been here for 400 years, as if heaven was taking note, was testifying to our 400 years. Hallelujah. So with all that being said, so now that we have, you kind of refreshed our memory with, the eclipses that occurred, the Aleph and the Tav that occurred, before we take a look at the heifers, family, let's just take a quick look at that last eclipse, the one that went from Texas all the way up to the northeast part of the U.S. Now, the reason why we're focusing on this, family, is because, family, what you'll find out is that a lot of this stuff, it always comes back to you somehow, some way. Always comes back to you somehow, some way. Even these heifers, family. So these red heifers that were sacrificed over in the state of Israel, by whom I would refer to as Gentiles. So they sacrifice these red heifers. Well, guess where those red heifers came from, family? They came from the state of Texas. So let's take a look at what is significant about where these heifers came from. And for that, let me first play a video. I'm going to play a video of
Now, I want y'all to pay close attention. He said those heifers came from Texas, those red heifers, right? And they shipped them over to Israel. So pay attention, family. Listen to this. What state in the United States has the most African American population? What state in the United States, the 48 states, what state has the most African American population? KG?
Slacker, I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna go on a limb and say Texas.
Okay, Cortez.
Repeat that question one more time, Hebrew.
What state has the most African American population within the 48 states?
I'm gonna say Mississippi or one of the Carolinas.
Okay. All right.
The reason why I say the Carolinas is because they got the Geechee people over there. But go ahead.
All right, let's roll.
They're going to show us and kind of review what happened in regards to these red heifers, because there's a lot of different stories out there. One of the reports was that, oh yeah, we sacrificed these red heifers, but it was just a test run. Nobody, don't worry about it. It was just fake. Don't worry about it. But the truth is starting to come out, and this is what this video is talking about. Check this out, family.
Yeah, do you have my tweet that I actually put on my? So I basically, what happened, if you want to go to the first slide first before we play the video, about a month ago on July 1st, that one, right? There was an announcement that they were going to do a practice run of the red heifer. And prior to this, the media outrage that the Jews were going to go do this red heifer, you had these lunatics like Stu Peters and others who were saying this is going to usher in the Antichrist, blah, blah, blah. And it was like a real big media balagan. It was really a bad twist. So they said that and also the government wasn't going to let them. So what they did was they said, we're just going to do a practice one with one of the 5 disqualified cows. The government said, okay, whatever. They ended up going out, doing a real cow. One of the cow's name was Tikva. They made the offering, and it was a real offering. They did it all by the laws, and I have with me some of the ashes right here, red heifer ashes. It's pretty incredible. The red heifer, the last time that the red heifer was done was over 2,000 years ago. The first time it was done by Moses. The second time it was done by Ezra from the book in the Bible. And that shows you how long the ashes can last for.
Oops, sorry about that. Had my microphone muted. Now it's interesting that he says that there's some, of course, truth to what he's saying when it talks about, when, these red heifers were used. So true enough, family, when you look in the book of Numbers, Numbers chapter 19, you can read from verse 1 all the way down. I think I have that in the slide, like 2 or 3 slides further down. But what you'll find, family, is that, when it comes to the true children of Israel, we used the red heifers when we were coming out of captivity. So when we came out of Egypt and the Most High was giving us instructions on what to do and how to do it, in Numbers 19, verse 1, this is where he gives us the ordinance of the red heifers. And actually, family, I don't have it on my screen, but I'm going to read it here off screen. And I'm just going to read, let's see here. I'm going to pull it up on my phone, fam. Let's check out Numbers chapter 19. And I guess we'll start at verse 1 and read down. So we're just going to read about the red heifers, according to the instructions that was given by the Most High, as the children of Israel were coming out of captivity, as the true children of Israel were coming out of captivity. Keep that in mind. It says, and Yahuwah spake unto Moshe and Aaron, saying, this is the ordinance of the law which Yahuwah has commanded, saying, speak unto the children of Yisrael, that they bring thee a red heifer without spot. Now, this is for the children of Israel, nobody else. Now it says that they bring thee a red heifer without spot, wherein is no blemish, and upon which never came yoke. Verse 3, and you shall give her unto Eleazar the priest, that he may bring her forth without the camp, and one shall slay her before his face. And Eleazar the priest shall take of her blood with his fingers, and sprinkle of her blood directly before the tabernacle of the congregation 7 times. Verse 5, and one shall burn the heifer in his sight, her skin, her flesh, and her blood, with dung shall he burn. And the priest shall take a cedar wood and hyssop and scarlet, and cast it into the midst of the burning of the heifer. Verse 7, then the priest shall wash his clothes, and he shall bathe his flesh in water, and afterwards he shall come into the camp, and the priest shall be unclean unto the even. And he that burneth her shall wash his clothes in the water, and bathe his flesh in the water, and shall be unclean until the even. Verse 9, and a man that is clean shall gather up the ashes of the heifer. This is what he's doing. This is that little bag that he has. He gathered up the ashes of the heifer, and it says, and lay them up without the camp in a clean place, and it shall be kept. In other words, they're going to store it away for the congregation of the children of Israel for water of separation. It is for purification of sin. So whenever back in the day when Israel had to get cleansed, whenever they had to go into water for purification, they would use those ashes that were stored away for that. So this is what he's saying that they did. Of course, again, this is specifically for the children of Israel to do. Now, we'll talk about this in greater detail in these slides that are coming up. So when these guys are doing it, it's something else is going on. But let me see if I can get this, play the rest of this video, because I want you to hear what else happened, when they did this red heifer.
So a pure red heifer doesn't come about all the time. And in this generation, we had 21 of them that were born. Pure. They picked 7 to bring to Israel. And out of the 7, Israel only allowed them to have 5 brought in. And they've been sitting around just doing nothing because the media outrage.
So, brothers and sisters, you see, everything is lining up prophetically. And it all started on this timeline. Y'all see? And you see the next one. Y'all see the next one. And then y'all see what happened back when Mashiach was on the scene. And then you see what happened over the United States. The olive and the tile. 400 years. Have a numerical value of 400. So everything lined up. And then when you go back to this right here, family, this happens over these set of blood moons and the sun be darker happens over Jerusalem. On Passover, Tabernacles, then Passover the next following year, and Tabernacles again in 2033. So you see, family, everything lined up, and they over here practicing these red heifers. So, hey, y'all got anything?
This is the importance of knowing your history. Once again, brothers and sisters. This is the importance of precepts. Once again, brothers and sisters.
And all praise to the Most High.
All praise.
Everything lined up. Everything lined up. I mean, I just want to bring that out to the family. Like, I mean, look at this right here. The HR 1242, 115 Congress, 2017. What happened in 2017? Well, we had the Great American Solar Eclipse, right? At April 21st, 2017. Right? And then that same year, they commemorate Congress commemorated our 400 years being here. So, like I say, everything's lined up. Y'all talk to him. I got something else to get.
All praise to the Most High, man. Shalom to all y'all brews on the panel.
Shalom, bro.
Bro, Mikael bringing out some important information, man.
Not only is it important, it's something that we all then. Well, I'll just go back. When that I think it was like the second eclipse that had happened. I think when I seen that eclipse. I was in. I want to say I was in Atlanta, Georgia, when I seen that eclipse, and I literally seen everybody just sitting in the middle of the road, sitting in the middle of the street. Cars that stopped at red lights just to witness that eclipse for a few minutes, and people wasn't even realizing at the time. Majority of people weren't even realizing at the time what they was really witnessing. And it's events like this, especially when you able to put them together in the scriptures. It's events like this that make you realize that, man, we are so much closer than what we think we are. So much closer to being done with the tribulation that we have to go through. And we just got to keep on fighting to the end, because it could be within the next hour, it could be tomorrow. It could be a few years from now. But the point that I'm trying to make is we're closer than we have ever been at this very moment. I digress though. Yeah, I got some brothers.
Yeah, I was gonna address the comment that brother Warrior made. He said, I wonder if those cows were made in a lab. Um, but Warriors, I don't know if you remember or not, but it's been about a year ago, and we did a video about those heifers that they had gotten. They ordered those heifers from Texas. Now, they specifically bred those cows to send over there to those small hats. Now,
I'm pretty sure that they did some type of modifications in the breeding process to get those cows, because you know they had to be perfect. They couldn't even have one hair of white on them. They had to be completely red. And it took them some years to get those perfect cows that they needed for this process. So you can just about guarantee that they had something. It had something to do with a lab, Warriors.
I beg to differ.
I believe it was 100. They were straight. I don't believe they were loud.
I'm not saying that they raised them in a lab, but they used I think that they used modern technology in the breeding process to get the cows that they wanted and to get the colors that they wanted.
Check this out. Those red heifers only grow where the children of Israel are. That's why I asked the question, what state has the most African Americans? And it's Texas. I didn't let the video finish playing out, but that's the only place in the world where the red heifers are grown, was right here amongst us. So wherever we are, red heifers are born. But particular, what made them red heifers so significant, those heifers came from Rockwall, Texas, which was in the line of totality when the eclipse came through Texas.
Mm-hmm. That was back in 19, wasn't it?
17.
17?
19. 17, 19. Hold on, I got it right here. All right, because there been so many dates throwed out. It was 2017, Hebrew.
17, okay.
No. That eclipse that happened from Texas, that was the Great American Solar Eclipse was August the 21st, 2017. This one, the Texas one, was what? April the 5th. I can't even read, it's too blurry. It wasn't 2019, was it 2018? Oh no, was it 2020? It was somewhere. But go ahead, Hebrew. Go ahead. Finish your point.
No. That's all I was saying. I was just trying to answer Warrior's question. That's all. Go ahead. You got it.
Now, I'm going to show y'all another video. And in this video, Hebrews, I want you to listen to how prophetic, taking everything we just brought out so far to this point, and listen to this. Watch this. Fair use.
Rebirth of a nation. Hebrew kingdom building.
Remember when me and Chief I guess it was trumpets, but we was in the building, electrical building last time, right? So who remember when me and Chief was talking about how Trump came into power? Anybody remember that conversation when we were talking about it together? All right, let me refresh it there. So there are people, right, who was behind Trump, behind Elon Musk, behind all the people that's in power right now, even the dude, the vice president, I can't think of his name right now, JD Vance. It's another guy too, I'm thinking. But everybody that's in power right now, this was a plan that was launched like 15 years ago called Agenda 2025. All right, and we're gonna walk this down. We're gonna talk about the political element, we're gonna talk about the natural element, we're gonna talk about the Morocco element. All right, all these things is leading to one big event. Okay, all right, so we come out to the political element. So Trump and his cronies, everybody that supported him, were a part of a religion. They were part of a religion that's not Christianity. It's called not theocracy, but technocracy. All right, do anybody remember that talk? All right, so they're part of a religion called technocracy. that the religion of technocracy was really founded by Nazis, right? Almost all of them, mainly in Canada, and then some of them was in the United States. It kind of trickled down, but anywhere where Nazism was after the fall of the Second World War, technocracy began to bubble up and became like a through concept for those who believe that they're going to.
So what he finna get to the meat of it, family. Brothers, I'll stop it when you want me to stop it. Tuvi just put something in the chat, and I got it on the screen. You see what he said, right? They got Agenda 2030 now. Correct. But why you think they got an Agenda 2030? Any of you brothers know?
To try to get ahead of what's coming in 2032 and 33.
Right.
See, this got something to do with it, family. This right here on the screen, they say they got an agenda. They doing the Agenda 2030 as we speak right now. But 2030 is when the plan is in full effect. Everything's a go. They got everything in place. They getting all the chess pieces on the board right now. But look what happened in 2032 and 2033. Why you think why they so gun-ho on 2030? Agenda 2030. Y'all talk to the family. I know something on y'all mind now.
Well, it's like you read Salaki, like you read in Revelations, you know what I'm saying? This is part of the flood. That's when the levee break.
That's right.
Everything that some people ain't preparing for, things that some people are preparing for, the things that some people ain't afraid of, the things that some people are afraid of, it's gonna start happening. Mark of the beast. People getting you think people getting killed now. Wait till they ain't got no other choice but start killing people because they done ran out of time. And they don't want people to reach salvation. Think about all the governmental, like you think the government bad now. Wait till then when they ain't got, they don't care no more. They ain't gotta hide it no more.
When they ain't got nothing else, they ain't got nothing to lose.
Exactly. You think it's bad now?
Okay. Now look now. Look. Let's pay attention. Now look what Tuvi put in the chat. What they say?
2030 is their completion date for the full implementation of the beast system.
And how long is the mark of the beast system? How long is it gonna last? How many years?
Ain't it 14? Or is it
3 years. 3 years.
3 years.
3 and a half. So count 3 years from 2030.
33. 33. Yes, sir. That's why. That's why I said they doing that to try to get ahead of it, because they scrambling, man. Watch, in the next 2 years they gonna really start scrambling, because the closer they get to 2030 and the closer they get to 2032, bro, they know their time is completely up then. Because I'm sorry, bro. This is the best it's gonna get for them. This it. I'm just being real, bro. They done reigned. They done enjoyed the fat of the earth. They done enjoyed everything on the good side. They've been first for a long time. So now the tide is changing. And bro, I'm sorry, man. I'm ready. He said he speeded up the time, bro. He need to speed it up some more. I'm ready to see man. I'm ready to see, bro. And you know, everybody on TikTok been cracking these jokes about these chariots pulling up, bumping music and stuff. They being funny, but man, hey, wouldn't that be something though? But anyway, I digress.
Hey Tuvi, I put the link in the chat, Hebrew. Get that Revelation 12:12, KG, if you don't mind, bro.
All right.
Warriors, you come back up here in Hebrew. You was up here earlier.
Let me know when you're ready for it.
Go ahead, Hebrew.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Right. So this is why when we played at the beginning of this lesson in the videos, y'all, they finna get rid of what? Interracial marriages. We showed y'all how they have this nation have no regard for the young and the old of our people. You know, I ain't even listen, I got a part 2 to this. And I got to bring out part 2 next Sunday. I already got it done. I got it right here, but for the second time, I've been up here 2.5 hours, and I'm gonna play about another 15, 20 minutes of this brother because I want y'all to know what's really going on, what you see going on in DC and all of this, what's going on. Okay? So, brothers and sisters, when you see them 4 blood moons on 2032 and 2033. The Agenda 30 when 2030 get here, the plan is already in force. They enforcing it. They building up the plan and doing the exercises and everything right now. Why you think he got all the militaries in the black cities across America they got the black mayors with the most population of our people in democratic states? See, family, get your house in order. Get your house in order. Let me get back to the video. Can y'all hear that?
To reestablish the order. So I'll give you an example. A lot of people that were involved in apartheid in Africa, in South Africa.
Can y'all hear that before I go any further?
Yeah, I can hear it.
All right, what they say in the chat, KG, because I can't see it.
Yeah, Shadar, y'all said yeah. GMC
All right,
gave
here we go.
Where believers of technocracy, right? So if you go look up technocracy, if you go look at the definition, it basically means like a world that's ruled by these people that are like engineers and great minds, people that's part of think tanks, people that it's no longer ruled by the rule of law or governance from elected officials. All that stuff is done, and you have this other group come in who feel like they're like the great minds of the century, and they direct all the people into one particular space. I say a lot of words. Do y'all get me? Okay, all right. So one of the main proponents of technocracy was Elon Musk's grandfather. All right, Elon Musk's grandfather is another dude called not Jeffrey Sachs, but Peter Thiel's family. Y'all probably never heard these names, but Peter Thiel, Elon Musk's grandfather is a dude named David Sachs. I think this is his name, right? Yeah, he's like, these are the top. Every day when you watch television, you're not gonna hear these names, but these are the big names in the world outside of Blackwater and BlackRock. Like, besides those corporations, these are the biggest, most influential, most powerful people in the earth. Biggest, most influential, richest men in the earth. These people that came up with stuff like.
All right, family. So what he's saying is this right here. Those people that run apartheid in South Africa, who was under Donald Trump when he got into the White House? It was Elon Musk.
That's right.
Then when Elon Musk and Trump, what else did they do? They started migrating white South Africans over to the United States. Okay? The vice president, J.D. Vance, owned a corporation that is taking all the white American farmers' farm and giving it to who? The South Africans. Now, I'm going to show you what it's going. Now, you see that's going on. Now they're complaining, ain't nobody here to work the farms. Going back to when Trump got into the White House, signed an executive order, he got rid of DEI. Now over 300,000 black women and have lost their jobs So many black men that was benefiting under DEI lost their jobs. Who's going to work those farms now? Because Trump called those farming jobs black jobs. Y'all do know that, don't you? So, Mikael, cut the cheese, spread the peanut butter, and put the jelly on top. What are you saying, brother? These fools are going to try to bring back slavery. Oh, don't y'all get quiet now.
Oh man. Yeah, but
Hey,
hey,
the most,
no
hey,
lie told.
y'all was saying what is gonna take for our people to wake up? We kept saying what kind of event is gonna spark the for the crying out to the Most High to come get us out of this nation? Y'all kept saying it, and then the whole time it was right on our nose. Hard bondage slavery. You niggas go see, they put out those tweets when Donald Trump got in the office. Everybody thought it was hee hee ha ha. Port back to the plantation. You remember them texts? Them texts? Everybody was laughing, but that Most High was trying to show us something. We just missed the signs, brother. Y'all think I'm lying? Y'all think it's a joke? Let me play. Y'all got something to say before I hit this video? Because he gonna tell you the same thing. All right.
Man, that messed me up, Hebrew, but go ahead.
Like the AI we're currently using right now, and all these machines, like people that help create Open AI is one of the guys. Well, the people who created PayPal. So listen, this is how weird this stuff is. When PayPal was first created, Elon Musk and his buddies made a statement, and they said that they're gonna use PayPal to take down the United States. Now that's a real weird statement, right? It's on record. They said they didn't agree with the government of the United States, and they felt like PayPal was the first step in them doing away with the traditional governance and coming in with their own power structure. So one of the guys that started PayPal was Peter Thiel, and the other guy was Elon Musk.
When he said do away with the judicial governance, that goes back to what? The 14th Amendment. They already got rid of it. They got rid of our what? Birthright citizenship. Y'all still don't see it? Why you think the military is in all the cities? To take us back.
These people believe in apartheid. I'm gonna say it again. All these people are heavy proponents of apartheid. You know what apartheid is? Slavery. Right? So as I walk this, going to see the whole picture. Elon from South Africa. Peter Thiel from South Africa. David Sachs from South Africa. All these men are the children of former Nazis.
So Peter Thiel and all them are in what? Trump's cabinet. Brothers and sisters, wake up. Boy, let me see who on this panel. Boy, y'all scared, ain't you? Y'all ain't saying nothing. But y'all got something to say.
I'm just listening, Hebrew. I'm just listening, man, because I mean, we can't say we didn't see it coming, but they did a good job of disguising it though. Cause see, the average eye ain't gonna see that, and the average ear ain't gonna hear that. So hey, all praises though.
Tobin, you need to come up here, Hebrew, because you understand what I'm talking about. You know, me and you, we done did so many bounced on so many lives together on your platform. You know what I'm talking about. See, you need to come up here and explain Noahide laws to the people. You need to explain. I'm telling you, man, this is some serious stuff we dealing with right here.
Right? When they came to America, they started, booming and blossoming in business. But if you go listen to a lot of things they say, they hate blacks. They're against minorities in general. right? And they believe that the society should be ruled by a certain technocratic ideal and people. So this is the reason why nowadays they started all these different programs that are part of Agenda 2025. This is the reason why right now Trump is rounding up Hispanics and putting them in alligator Alcatraz, right? So part of that whole network is this place called Geo Group, and it's it's like 2-3 letter organizations, you know, like basically like these.
Talk to me, Tuvi. All right, Tuvi, I see you. We just can't hear you. You on mute, Tuvi. All right.
Hold on. I'm trying to clear my background, Hebrew. Hold on.
All right.
All right. Now, what was said? Shalom to everybody on the panel. Shalom to everybody in the chat, man. Shalom. Peace and blessings to all y'all and y'all family, man.
Shalom.
All right, Tuvi. You know, you be doing lives on this stuff here. Like, you know, I jump on the lives with you sometime late at night, and we be talking about these type of stuff. We've been saying it for a while. The brothers on this panel, all my brothers up here on this panel been saying this. But Tuvi, tell them what Noahide laws is, Hebrew. Educate
Really
me.
is con. So really it's basically like it all ties into the Great Tribulation, right? And what the Noahide laws are is basically you know, a play on the laws that the Most High gave Noah after the flood, right? Don't eat no blood and this, that, and the third in Genesis 9. But what they're going to do is they're going to make a play on it and flip it to benefit them. And basically, like we read in the Maccabees, anybody who's caught obeying the law of the Most High will be judged under the Noahide laws. And the one penalty for being convicted under the Noahide laws is a beheading. So if you caught with a Bible, you're getting beheaded. If you're going against or doing what we doing right now, speaking against the beast system, they catch you, you're getting beheaded. You don't take the mark, you're getting beheaded, right? Those are the Noahide laws. And it all starts, like I said in the chat, it all starts with martial law. They have to strip what they doing right now is stripping the Constitution and getting away with doing away with all the amendments in the Constitution, all of those laws. Yes, sir.
What did they just get rid of the 14th Amendment? Is that the 14th or the 13th Amendment? Which one amendment where they say we citizens?
It's the 14th.
It's the 14th Amendment. You can share the screen if you want to, Tuvi. You show the people. I'm gonna get mine off of here.
I ain't got nothing on the screen.
Oh, you don't? Okay. All right. So, brothers and sisters, you heard what Tuvi said. They're stripping the Constitution. But go ahead, Tuvi. I just wanted to bring that out because when you said that, I wanted to show that like this is happening in real time. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, like so one of the big things that I've been following, right, and it's pretty major out here in California where I am, is the Second Amendment, right? The right to bear arms. And they basically trying to do away with it all over the nation. And what I tell brothers, you know, when we do our little studies or whatever, is that's one of the first tactics of war. Strip the people of their weapons. So once they remove the Second Amendment out of the Constitution, they have the right. They already passed a law in California where they can come into your home without a warrant, without you being a felon or whatever. If you have on record with a firearm, possessing it legally, they have the right to come in and take your weapons.
Okay, Hebrew, stop right there. So they're stripping rights to bear arms. They have stripped our birthright citizenship, and they're also stripping. I played in the beginning of the lesson. You know where else they're stripping? Mixed marriages, and they're passing those rights down to the states. They're getting ain't gonna be no more black-white marriages or any other marriage. They
They
already.
also, Salaki, they also trying to pass the bill to where they do away with gay marriages and transgenderism.
That's what that woman said in that video as well. They're gonna get rid of that too. So, brothers and sisters, you see what you see. See, they put circus and play in front of our people while they sitting up there carrying out their agenda 20. This is agenda 2030. 2030 is when the full beast system is implemented.
That's a fact. And you know, I was watching a brother, and he was basically explaining how, like, we're in a position now to where it's not too late, but it is too late. It's not too late to get out of the way of the avalanche, but it's too late to stop it or prevent it, right? Because once the avalanche starts going down the mountain, ain't nothing you could do but run and get out of the way. But if we had this knowledge and understanding before what caused the avalanche to start, maybe we could have prevented the avalanche before it got rolling. But now he said, look, we were sitting in the dark for so long. Now it's like ain't nothing you can do about it. Ain't nothing you can do about it. But what we doing right now is warn our people. Like, look, I was watching a video earlier, and it was talking about the hidden knowledge of Huey in the Boondocks, and how. Matter of fact, I want to play that video. It ain't too long. Let me play that video.
Let me stop sharing my screen here. All right, go ahead, brother.
It's basically trying to tell us, like, he was telling us to prepare yourself to survive the system. And I took that as we should always be preparing not to be a part of the beast system, but to come out of or stay away from, but survive the beast system and do things like re-implementing the barter system where we can trade amongst each other and things like that. Let me pull it. I think that's it.
And you know the government bought, you know, under Obama regime, they had bought all those guillotines. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yep, and they already got all those black caskets down there in Georgia.
Yeah, and I seen no black caskets. So they was doing a plan really for the Agenda 2030 plan was really implemented about 15 years ago. Because you remember that's when all that talking about Project Blue Beam, what's that other thing they was talking about where everybody got to be murdered?
That's the video. That's that video with Bill Gates on it, where they was talking about it was too many people in the world. You talking about the depopulation agenda?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
Deagle report. The Deagle report. That's it. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And then also, about 6 or 7 years ago, Mike, you remember we was talking about how they was busting up all of these highways around the country, and people ain't paying attention. People think they just repairing highways, but what they doing, they reinforcing these highways so that these highways can sustain tanks. If y'all notice, when they redoing these highways, they putting so much rebar in these highways. Hell, you can put a mountain on top of these highways.
That's a fact.
But they getting them prepared. They preparing these highways for military equipment to be able to ride on these highways.
That's a fact. And let me add, look, the sister Kahalia said every highway, especially in Texas, sister, y'all know I just drove. Well, I ain't gonna say just, but like some months ago, I just drove from Mississippi all the way to California. And when I tell you every highway in every state, in every city that I rode through, they doing road work.
That's right.
Everywhere. They doing it everywhere. So we have to be prepared and look at these things. We have to get prepared to be like, okay, we know and understand where they're going to have and implement martial law. Especially in these major cities. Especially in the major cities, they're going to implement martial law. And they showing you that with DC. Yeah. But yeah, let me play this. Right, check this out. This on the channel called Black Wealth Uncut.
Fair use.
You probably remember Huey Freeman as the serious one, and the one with the afro, the quiet stare, the Malcolm X posters, the one always talking about revolution, truth, and injustice. But let me hit you with this. Huey Freeman wasn't just the smart kid on the Boondocks. He was the survival manual nobody opened. He wasn't angry. He was aware. He wasn't paranoid. He was prepared. See, most people laughed at the Boondocks for its outrageous satire. But buried in all the chaos, profanity, and controversy was a quiet figure moving like a chess piece. That was Huey. And while everyone else was being distracted, he was studying. Every episode he watched, every argument he ignored, every move he made was all calculated.
And did y'all hear that? Said while everybody was arguing, he was studying. This the mode that we need to be in. This the mode that we need to stay in. While everybody arguing, while everybody out partying, while everybody watching the game, while everybody doing everything else but seeking the Most High, we need to be studying. We need to be seeking the secret place. We need to be hiding under the shadow of the wings of the Most High. And I said when I finished watching this video, how many people was it in their house in the Boondocks? How many people live with Huey?
I don't know Hebrew.
It was Huey, it was his brother Riley, and it was his granddad.
Two people.
Right. It was Huey, his brother Riley, and his granddad. That's three people, right? How many of Israel gonna be destroyed?
2/3.
What I said when I watched this video, Huey represents the 1/3 of Israel that is gonna be staying away and surviving this system until the Messiah returns. Watch the video.
Hey, that's some good observation, Tubi. Tubi. Good observation.
Praise.
Huey understood something most people miss. The system isn't broken, it was built this way, so if you want to survive it, you better understand how it works. In this breakdown, we're going deep into Huey's philosophy, the mental weapons he carried in every episode. We unpack how he viewed media, power, and propaganda, how his mindset was his shield, and how you can take his lessons and apply them in a world built to confuse, distract, and destroy. Because Huey wasn't just a revolutionary, he was a tactician. Let's break the code. The first thing you need to understand about Huey Freeman is this. He doesn't react, he calculates. Where Riley explodes, where Granddad complains, where the world screams, Huey observes. He moves with intent, he speaks when it counts, and when he doesn't speak, he's still listening. Because that's not passivity, that's discipline. Huey is the embodiment of emotional control. And in a system that thrives on triggering your emotions, especially as a black person, that control is a weapon. He doesn't fall for traps. He doesn't argue for clout. He doesn't let someone else's ignorance pull him off his path. Think about it. Now, Huey rarely raises his voice. He doesn't seek attention. And when he makes a point, it's sharp enough to slice through the noise. That's what makes him powerful. In a world where everybody's trying to clap back, go viral, or prove something on social media, Huey reminds us that the most dangerous person in the room is the one who already knows the truth and doesn't need to shout it. That's not weakness, that's control. Let's be real. How many times have we let anger, pride, or ego cost us opportunities? How many times have we reacted instantly and regretted it later? Is as Huey teaches us to pause before we pounce, to observe before we speak, to prepare before we protest. This is why he reads constantly, why he studies history, why he trains his body and his mind. He's always sharpening the tools. So when the moment comes, he's not scrambling. He's already ready. Now, here's the lesson you can apply. If you react to everything, you control nothing. But if you move with strategy, you become the system's glitch. Most people are addicted to reacting. They're addicted to drama. Huey is addicted to purpose. And that's why he's dangerous to a system built on distraction. You don't have to be loud to be powerful. You don't have to respond to every insult, every trend, every trap. You just need to think clearly and move like your future depends on it, because it does. Real quick, if this breakdown has already given you something to think about, hit that subscribe button. This is Black Wealth Uncut, and every week we decode the hidden game behind culture, power, media, and money. We don't just consume the story, we break it down, line by line. Now let's keep going, because Huey's blueprint, it only gets deeper. Huey Freeman knew what a lot of grown adults still don't understand. The war isn't just on the streets, it's on your screen. If Section 1 was about thinking before reacting, Section 2 is about protecting your mind from the most powerful weapon in the modern system, media. Because let's be clear, the Boondocks wasn't just calling out racism or politics, it was constantly exposing how television, music, social media, and celebrity culture are weaponized to control what you value, what you chase, and how you see yourself. And nobody saw that clearer than Huey. Think back to the episodes where he tried to boycott BET. He wasn't mad about just the content. He was angry about what the content was doing to the black mind. He called out the glorification of ignorance.
Ain't that what we do on a day-to-day basis when we come on these live streams? Call out what these multi-million-dollar mogul industries and social media networks be doing to our people.
Mm-hmm.
The TikToks and the Facebooks and the who turned my fan on? Look, I'm in here by myself and the fan just came on. I don't know what's going on. But now in the Snapchats and the Instagrams and the things that they put, nothing in your algorithm says you've been watching something that pops up that you've never ever even thought about looking at pops up on your news feed. Why is that? Because they're trying to program you into their system. They're trying to program your mind to be what they want you to be, not who the Most High wants you to be. They trying to program you.
Tuvin Salakia, bro, you so right, man, because I know for a fact that when I go on social media, I don't look up no women that's dressed provocatively. I don't even click on stuff like that. But lately, every time I go look for something like a lesson or some information for a lesson or something, that's what I'm. So the thing about it is, they get you interested in clicking on these women that's on there shaking their behind and that's on there without no clothes on. Now you over here with your mind on the Most High, you looking for a scripture, or you looking for some history, or you looking for something that's worthwhile, that's worth learning about. But if I put this naked woman in his face, it'll throw him off on what he's looking for. He'll click on that, and he'll start going down this rabbit hole right here. See, this is the type of stuff that they do to our people.
You sure right, Hebrew. You sure right.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They put this stuff right in our face every day.
Or they'll put something up there about the police killing a black person. You know what I'm saying? Something that's gonna cause you to get distracted from what it is that you're trying to do.
Yep. What they call it, that's their MK Ultra programming, that mind manipulation with the social media.
But hey, not only that, it had got so bad on Facebook, they done start putting porn on Facebook.
I ain't been on Facebook in so long.
They putting porn on Facebook.
That's wild.
I was talking about floor jack. I was talking about floor jacks the other day. My cousin on the phone, I seen some floor jacks on Marketplace. Man, the rest of that day, everything I looked at had a floor jack on there for sale. Every commercial came on was about a floor jack. So yeah, they listen to your conversation. Anything you text to another person, they monitoring it and they putting it in your face. This is the world we live in.
Facts. And it's all like he's saying on here, it's all to keep us distracted. It's all to keep us distracted.
All right, Hebrew. Let me show the people because he's finna say something very prophetic. Listen to this.
Yes, sir.
Conglomerate, tech people who are also invested in private prisons. So right now, Trump is going all over America and creating concentration camps. Right? The most popular one, again, right now we're talking about Alligator Alcatraz. There's a couple of them in Texas. Trump bought a bunch of land out on the border of Texas and Mexico, specifically to just fill concentration camps. And so when he came in, he started signing out these executive orders. Every executive order is about the imprisonment of minorities or the deportation of minorities. Because one of the main tenets of technocracy is that you get rid of the lesser classes of people. Wow. Y'all follow me? So when you start reading about, I'm gonna get Chief to read this. When you start reading about technocracy, yeah, in a second. That thing about re-immigration. You gotta pull up right now, but that's so when you go start reading about technocracy, one of the main terms they have is a term called re-immigration. Have anybody ever heard the term re-immigration? The first time I heard it, I thought somebody pronounced it wrong.
Pay attention, family. Listen
It's
to
a
this.
real thing, and it's one of the main components of technocracy. You understand? So, as we speak right now, well, not as we speak, a couple of weeks ago, Trump made business trips to go to African nations to start prison camps and concentration camps in Africa. Yeah, Swaziland. He went up to Rwanda. He went to Sudan, right? And he's basically setting up places for the deport anybody that's a minority to these potential concentration camps on the continent. And the reason being is because right now they fall behind in the economy. And that's a whole nother talk. We be talking about that. But the gist of it is the American dollar is on the verge of collapse. The BRICS nations are rising up. The BRICS nations have made deals with all the countries in Africa, right? The future of everything is AI.
So for the future, everything is AI. What he just said, right? So, brothers and sisters, how did America attain her wealth? How did she get to this status to where we at today? Through free slave labor. So in order to compete with BRICS, what do they got to do? Put their number one commodity, which is the African American man and woman, what? Back into captivity. Free labor.
And
okay?
if I may add, Hebrew, you 100% on point. But I was talking to a brother the other day, and we was talking about this same thing about the dollar collapsing. And I was telling him, right, you know, they say America is a new world order, right? And they're trying to bring about a new world order. As we heard George Bush and a plethora of other people say, they will have their new world order, right? And in their order, their current order, the US dollar is the currency for this world order that we're currently in. So for them to have a new world order, this monetary system that they have right now has to crumble, and it has to come down. It has to come down.
Well, you know, Charles Schwab of the World Health Organization,
with economic
forum. What you call it? What you call it, Tubi?
The World Economic Forum.
Right. It's Charles Schwab said you will own nothing and be happy. You would be on a universal base income.
Mm-hmm.
Slavery.
And then they created something called the metaverse, where you pay to be in this false sense of reality and earn money in this false sense of reality.
Mm-hmm. Brother, sister, it's right. It's hey, the beast system is getting forward right before our eyes, brothers and sisters. Now listen to this.
AI, who knows that? The future, everything is AI. AI is a bear to keep running. AI takes a tremendous amount of rare earth materials to run with these quantum computers. Also, massive amounts of water and electricity. I'm talking about massive.
Hey,
so much so that the companies, and I'm just gonna tie back into this, but so much so that a lot of these,
you know, they built the Elon Musk currently right now has, I forget what type of warehouse they call it, but in Memphis.
Yep.
Yes, sir. And guess where it's at? It's right there by the Mississippi River.
Yep.
And in the heart of the black community, and the people of the city were coming together like, look, this is poisoning our air. But it's still there.
And then they didn't even know they was putting it there. They didn't even notify the government or nothing they was putting it there.
Nope.
They just came in and did it.
He called that the biggest You can play it, Hebrew.
What you say? You say they called it the biggest what?
Computer.
And it's in Memphis.
It's in Memphis,
Tennessee. And look, the transponders that it take to run this thing is so huge that an expert, a dude that's an expert in that field, said he ain't never saw so many of those transponders in one place. He said they are so expensive, you would do good to see one or two of them in one place. In Memphis, it's a whole bunch of them. And then Elon Musk came out and said, well, we only running one or two of them. But the people that live over there say they running all of them at one time.
So so Stephen, follow me. We travel throughout the United States of America, right?
That's right.
What source of energy are we starting to see pop up throughout the countryside of America?
You said what? Say that again.
What energy source are we seeing popping up along American highways as we travel?
What, you talking about solar panels?
Yeah, solar farms. They putting up solar panels all up and down the interstates.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget those turbines either now. We seeing them. The windmill. You seeing a lot of those too popping up now.
Makes sense.
A lot of these companies are annexing places in South America and taking over their whole water supplies, like of countries, small countries. Because it takes that much water to run these machines. It takes that much electricity. I saw a stat. It said it takes OpenAI, ChatGPT. ChatGPT uses more power to run than California, the state of California, does in 6 months. So there's this whole rush for power. The United States power grid can't withstand it. These American-based AI firms, right? So they need two things. They need water and they need rare earth materials to be able to run this stuff. And America's running out of it. Why? Because Trump's tariffs. I know I'm jumping around, but you got to see, I'm trying to connect the dots for you. You ready? Okay. So remember all the tariffs, right? So Trump made all these wild tariffs on all these countries. A lot of those countries are where America got their rare earth materials from, right? And so especially China and Africa. China banned the United States from getting their rare earth materials. And the reason why I keep talking about rare earth materials is because you're going to find out that's the key to all this stuff. So because they got banned by their rare earth materials, United States is now scrambling to find somewhere they can get this stuff because they can't, not only can they not run AI, but they also can't create F-16 fighter jets. The United States has run out of fighter jets because of this deal. Because I didn't know this, but they said that for each F-16, it has like 600 pounds, I'm like 300 to 600 pounds of rare earth material in it.
Salakia, Mike. Hey, Hebrew. Now, don't you remember, not long ago, we did a lesson where they've been doing a lot of testing on what? Melanin conduction.
Sure
They've been doing a lot of testing on melanin conduction. So they have, through their murder and through their experimenting on our bodies, these devils have found out that melanin is one of the #1 conductors on the planet Earth. This is why you see so many of our people coming up missing.
Right now.
Right now. This is why our children going into these hospitals with little small thing wrong with them. They coming, now they no longer living. Or you go into the hospital with one little thing wrong, now you dead. Which COVID played a part in that too. So you looking at these people coming up with ways, and they're using our physical bodies to run their technology. But go ahead, bro.
Boy, that's heavy there. That's heavy there, Hebrew.
For each one, right? So they're running out of fighter jets. They're running out of stuff for AI, and they follow behind in the war with China. I know I'm saying a lot, y'all. Y'all follow me? All right. They fall behind in the war with China. So what's the solution? Go to Africa and make deals with them for their rare earth materials, because everybody else go to Africa and what? Rape them. We talked about that earlier about uranium and all that kind of stuff. So Trump is over there and making deals with these presidents for what? Rare earth materials. So if their plan is to get rid of all minorities, but they also have a plan to mine rare earth materials on the continent, who's going to fulfill that job? Slaves. How do we know that? Because also, while this whole thing going on, jobs are being lost every single day in America to AI. So as we speak right now, we'll get to black jobs in a second, but blacks are losing opportunities and jobs all over America. They don't need them to be to do customer service. They don't need them to do data entry. They don't need them to do any of these jobs. So black people are massively losing jobs in America. So they don't have any usefulness in America, especially when you're talking about with the car industry failing. Also, Trump's been cutting jobs for federal jobs. You know, a lot of black people like to work at federal jobs. And whether it be mail or
that's look, it's adding up, right? It's so ironic that black people are just miraculously losing their jobs in America at the same time while people in Africa are welcoming us back and creating reparations, and you can buy land for little or nothing. Just come on back. Come on over here. A lot of our people are selling their homes in America and moving over there to Africa.
To be slaves.
To be slaves.
Hey, Tubin, aren't these the same people that sold us into slavery the first time?
Same people.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, say it again. They didn't hear you, brother.
Ecclesiastes 1:9. There is no new thing done under the sun. Ain't no new thing. Same people. The same people that sold us into slavery is the same people that's welcoming us back so they can sell us back into slavery. Same
But
people.
you cannot find no job in Nairobi, so we're going to put you in captivity. That's what they're gonna say. You can't find no job here in Nigeria, we're gonna put you in captivity. Get your nigga butt over there. Get your nigga butt over there and mine that cobalt. We need the cobalt.
Hey,
we need 50 tons.
They call us cotton pickers.
Well, you're gonna be cobalt pickers here in a minute. But the Tuvi, that makes so much sense. But see, you see how the Most High dealing with us, with his people right now. We putting all these pieces together. The same people that sold us out of slavery, sold us into slavery, it's turning around and finna do it right all over again.
Hey, bro, Mikael.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember we showed a video of these low-down, sorry Israelites, so-called Israelites, that was swindling these elderly women out of their money, promising them land and all this stuff over there in Africa, right? Come to find out, they was only leasing the land from the African government because they wouldn't even allow Americans to purchase land of their own without being a citizen first, right? Was they not trying to get those people to come over there in droves and sell their homes and all of that stuff over here in America? I know some people personally that was getting ready to do it.
And finna go right over there into captivity. You know, Africa was doing that year of return. Y'all remember that? All of this, these folks been playing in our face for the last 5-6 years with this mess, man.
Yeah, that was 2020, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Teo Ministries, Warriors. Yep, that's exactly who it is.
Flee.
Who it was, I wasn't gonna call them names, but yeah, that's who it was. And it wasn't just them either. It was some more of them with them too.
Everybody talking about this flea doctrine.
And look, I ain't the brother that created, he wrote the book Hebrews to Negroes. He is now teaching that
Ron Dalton.
Yeah, he is now teaching that Israel is in South Africa.
It's in Africa. That's right. That's
not
right.
only Africa, he's teaching this in South Africa.
Yep.
And what he teaching?
He's talking about the elephants and the rhinos, and he wanted to debate Daniel on that thing right there.
Yep.
But you know what, Tubi? I can't think of the African guy name, but he's some type of African witch doctor philosopher. I know you know who I'm talking about. He always wear that thing on his head all the time. And don't get me wrong, the brother is very intellectual. That's who done got Ron Dalton over there and convinced him of that.
I'm trying to think of who you talking about.
He got a real funny name. It's an African name. He got some little beady eyes. I can't think his name, but he always had those little fly things all the time, like to swat flies and keep flies away from you all the time.
I can't. It ain't coming to me. And when I get it, I blurt it out.
But yeah, that's who Ron Dalton is over there dealing with. I saw a video where he was at in this tribal leader's house, and this guy, the same guy I'm talking about, was there too, and they was teaching Ron Dalton that doctrine about Africa, Jerusalem being in South Africa. But go ahead, Hebrew.
Well. Everything coming all out in the open. Here we go.
Joshua. Is it Joshua Mapunga?
That's his name. That's him.
Yeah, Joshua Mapunga.
Yep, that's him. That's him. Sure is. That's who taught him that doctrine.
But you want the Gentiles to get the kingdom with you.
The airport or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So all them jobs are getting cut. Plus AI is taking over all those jobs. So it's less and less of a need for Negroes. Also, again, like good old Amos talking about, they also putting them out of the military in droves. So you got to ask yourself, why is Trump hell bent on taking all the black people out the military? You really need to sit down and think about what I'm telling you. Why is he going to try to get all the black people out of the military? People of higher positions, allegedly, from what I've been seeing. They're removing all these people from the military because they're about to stage some kind of big move. And the big move is slavery. You ain't got to believe me because 2 weeks ago, Trump was talking about it.
Salakia. Now I'm not gonna go as far as to say what this brother right here is saying, but I will say that a lot of the stuff that they doing, they definitely setting up something. Now I'm not gonna say that they're gonna try to put us back into slavery, or that's what they're about to do. I'm not gonna go as far to say that, but I do see what he's talking about. You know, it's a lot of stuff that they putting in place to get ready to try something. But we already know, Hebrew, that we're gonna have to go through the tribulation. You know what I'm saying? And if this might be the tribulation that they preparing for, you know what I'm saying? But I feel what he's saying though. But go ahead, bro.
I feel like I think it's slavery, and I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying you're wrong either. I'm not saying I'm right. But when he say slavery, this is what I see. In order you to participate inside this beast system, you have to take the mark. In order to what? Buy or sell. Those would be the slaves. But those of us that refuse to opt into the system, we are the ones that I guess we would be considered the remnant. Though this is what Satan gonna cast water out of his mouth like a flood and come out to the woman that bore the man child and come out to the Israelites that keep the commandments of the Most High. This is what I see.
Okay, now you talking about language. Now I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? Now that's biblical. What you saying now? You know what I'm saying? Like now we can start talking about what we need to be doing to combat this, and what we need to be doing to set ourselves up to make it through the tribulation, to make it through the hardship, to make it through these hard times. Because it's definitely coming, and it's coming fast.
Yes, sir. I definitely agree with that. It's right on our heels.
Well, you know, I brought that script out in the beginning, like Satan cast the flood out of his mouth or whatever coming. So that, I mean, it's I don't know, family. Like I said, all of this was dropped on me in the last 4 days.
Kid you not. He was being interviewed at Alligator Alcatraz in Florida, and a woman asked him, I wish I had to put that video in there. This is like all over the news. You can go look this stuff up. So the woman asked him and said, what are you going to do about all these migrants? Because we round them all up, and put them in prison camps. He said, well, you know, what we can do is we can turn them all over to the farmers. And he said, you know what we'll call it farmer responsibility. Kid you not, Google farmer responsibility. He said, then he went on to say that he's going to establish deeds. He used the word deeds.
That's crazy.
So why is he going to give them to the farmers? I'm telling you, this thing is real convoluted. Why is he going to give them to the farmers? Because also all over America, farms are having issues. Why? Because they deported 70% of their workforce. They got rid of all the who? The Mexicanos, right? The Mexicanos. Got rid of all of them, or a majority of them. The Venezuelans. Like, for instance, Nebraska. Nebraska is about to file for bankruptcy. The state of Nebraska is about to file for bankruptcy. I'm telling you all this stuff. I'm trying to tell you how real what we're facing is. Right? And then I forget, it says a couple other states. I don't know if it's Iowa or whatever. But then also you got the stuff going on in Texas. So I've been watching videos because a lot of Texas farmers are losing their whole workforce. And so because they're losing their workforce, they can't take care of the farms. So you know what they're doing? They're burning all their fields down to get insurance money. I'm talking about all over Texas. They're burning their fields down to get insurance money because they don't have the workforce. And then you got white people online talking about bringing the black people here. I'm telling you, I'm watching videos and they saying this stuff. Right? Now remember, when Trump was on his campaign trail, he used the term a lot. He called it black jobs. What were the black jobs that Trump talked about? Farming. Y'all forgot? Trump will go on these tirades about black jobs. Black jobs is like a whole hashtag at one point in time because it was all over the news. Like, why are you trying to say that agriculture is black jobs? Why would a man who believes that agriculture is black jobs get rid of all the people who are currently doing those jobs? And while he gets rid of those jobs, he gets rid of what? Citizenship. Yeah, go ahead and play that. Good.
Like slavery to me. Sounds like slavery, Hebrew.
So by the way, why they
1-1-1-2.
Why they getting this together? Me and Chief been talking about this for since we started the ministry. This is called Rex 84. This is an old plan. This is not a new plan. If you get a chance, go Google King Alpha, the King Alpha plan, and Rex 84.
Right. You've talked recently about the idea of finding some way to get farm workforce and service sector workforce. And I think you've discussed somehow a program of people leaving on a sponsorship and coming right back. Can you give us a little more detail about that and why, in the view of some hardliners, it's not take care of our farmers and hotel workers and various other people right now. So we have a case, a lot of cases.
So if y'all get a chance, just Google it because I'm on YouTube. You're gonna find a video, and he clearly says this is what it is. Not only does he say it, but was it Pam Bondi? No, it was the lady. So listen, the lady who was over the Department of Agriculture. Y'all heard what I just told you? The lady that's over the Department of Agriculture repeated him, saying that this is the plan that they're looking into about turning people that are migrants, or first he's saying migrants, then later on he said United States citizens, over to these farmers. The lady that's over the Department of Agriculture doubled down on it.
And force of deportation.
A lot of things, and they're both telling me that
I don't know if you speaking, Mikael, but you on mute.
All right, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna end it right there, family. But I'm gonna let these brothers get their closing words. But I was the last thing I'm gonna say, you know, they got rid of child labor laws in the state of Florida, so they got kids out there working them fields. I'm just throwing stuff out there. It sure look like old Jim Crow on his way back, being resurrected. I'm gonna let y'all brother get y'all closing words. We're gonna end it right there.
But I just say, man, it's a blessing to be up on here with y'all brothers again. It's been a long minute. Y'all know my background, but all praise, glory, unto the Most High. Excellent information is brought forth, man. Like I said, I watched that video yesterday, and I was gonna bring it out last night, but I had to hit the snooze button. Had to hit snooze button. But man, look, y'all family, pay attention, man. Like the scripture say, watch and pray that you may be able to escape these things that's coming on the earth. Like we have to be mindful. And the Most High ain't bringing these things out for nothing. This ain't nothing to sneeze at. This ain't nothing to look past or look over. We take these things in, meditate on them, and do your own research and prepare. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. I say that all the time. If you get prepared, if you stay prepared, you ain't got to get prepared. And one thing else I want to add, man, if y'all not familiar with it, go to Shattered Paradise on YouTube and look at this video called The Elites War Programming Hidden in Plain Sight. It goes right in line with this lesson that the brother brought out today. And I yield.
What's the name of that? Say it again.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in the chat.
All right.
Yeah, man. All praise to the Most High, Hebrew, man. This is a very informative lesson, man. You always do a great job with these current events, Hebrew. May the Most High continue to bless your hand. Yeah, Tuva, man. We appreciate you. Appreciate you coming up, Hebrew, man. It's always good to see you in the building. You always bring a very knowledgeable side to the panel whenever you come up, man, and we appreciate that. And we just pray that the Most High continue to bless your hand and your family as well. But yeah, bro, Mikael, man, all praise to Hebrew. It's a great lesson, man.
I'll pray to the Most High.
I definitely learned a lot. A lot of things you brought out that I'm gonna be honest about. I didn't know a lot of this stuff that I knew about some of this stuff, but not all of it, and it opened my eyes up to some things. So man, all praise it. But what I do want to also add is, just like we always say, we don't do these type of lessons for our people to be fearful. This is not a fear-mongering lesson. This is a preparation lesson. You know what I'm saying? We just got to get prepared and make sure that we right with the Most High and that we keeping these commandments and putting back for a rainy day. You know what I'm saying? Man, we got to make sure that we're not living just for today. You know, we gotta put something back for tomorrow, man, because we never know when it all might hit the fan. But that's all I got, Hebrew. I yield.
All praise, Cortez. Cortez, you on mute, Hebrew? Okay.
Yeah, he might have stepped away. Go ahead, Hebrew.
Well, all I want to say, family, stay prayed up. Pray for your brethren. We're gonna be praying for you. Okay, there you go. Go ahead, Cortez. Last words.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, I just wanted to say, man, excellent lesson, bro. You taught me a whole lot, man, and I just appreciate the Most High continue to give you the knowledge and wisdom that we as his children to have a better understanding of what's to come and of his words, man. And I pray that the Most High continue to bless the brethren, bless the ministry, bless Tuvi and his family and our elders, and also our family in the chat, man. All praises. And like I always say, man, hold on, family, for we ain't got long, because in the end, we win. I digress. Shalom.
In the end, we win. All praise to the Most High. Family, I love y'all. Shalom to everybody in the chat. Like, share, and subscribe. Please hit the like button before you go. I got 19 of you in here. It was 28, 30, y'all. but I guess they fell out because it was too long. But anyway, I'll pray. I guess they're gonna come back and rewind. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button if you ain't already subscribed. It don't cost you nothing to hit the like button. Share this video with your family members so they'll get an understanding of what's really going on. All praise to the Most High. He get all the credit. And all I'm gonna say, man, Yeshua undefeated.
All praises to our Elohim, the God of our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I praise him for his son, Yeshua, Savior of the house of Israel. 10,000 and over. I know he has never lost to anyone or anything. Yeshua's undefeated.
They beat him on the road to Gethsemane. He was our savior, but they treated him like an enemy. Manslaughter for his garments couldn't break his extremities. As it was written in the Psalms and the prophecies. Yeah, they dragged him through the city, gave him a thorn for crown. Mocked him and laughed at him, tried breaking him down, but he pushed him in pain. He didn't make a mumbling sound. Some whipped him so bad his blood saturated the ground. Then he was nailed to a tree. They stretched out both of his hands. His side was open. That's where the soldier weapon was rammed. At any time he could have called down a legion to kill him. Just to hop about the chariots and murder them niggas. Darkness filled the skies, then the earth shook in its pain. The temple veil was torn, it was ripped into twain. Roman soldiers were trembling, gripping their weapons in shame. Still nobody understood the power contained in his name. He said it was finished, took his last breath, gave up the ghost and proceeded to go down in death. Even the tomb knew Yahweh wasn't done yet. He knew his purpose and he played it like a clarinet. U-N-D-E-F-E-A-T-E-D, Yeshua undefeated. U-N-D-E-F-E-A-T-E-D, Yeshua undefeated. They laid him in Joseph Parra tomb and sealed up the grave. The guards patrolled 24/7, sure that he stayed. The guilty scattered like poachers when they running from raid. Afraid of the words he spoke and the promises made. 3 days the world was in silence, our people overwhelmed with doubt. Hell threw a party thinking they can count him out. Demons laugh and dance as they scream and shout. He who laughs the loudest line and drew the crowd. Way deep in the depths, he shattered the chains, took the keys from Satan, and he broke the restraints. Death had to yield, and all of his power was drained. Now every knee got to bow at the sound of his name. U-N-D-E-F-E-A-T-E-D, Yeshua undefeated. U-N-D-E-F-E-A-T-E-D, Yeshua undefeated. U-N-D-E-F-E-A-T-E-D.